almost heaven. West Memphis, double wide trailer, chicken savage sandwich. Faith is a young pair, younger than some teens, younger than 9/11, living with the sleaze. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Memphis, daughter, wife, take me home. Country roads, all my gun guard gathers round her. Ethan's a lady, stranger to adulthood. Young and greasy, kind of fat, misty taste of whiskey, chase it with some coke. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. Oh, West Memphis, daughter, wife, take me home. Country roads, I hear mama's voice in the afternoon. She calls to me, needs to get to dialysis, and it's not that far away. Lying in my bed, she can't walk or call an Uber. It's not true, it's not true. Country roads, oh, take me home to the place I belong. Oh, West Memphis, daughter, wife, take me home. Down country roads, won't you take me home to the place I belong. West Memphis, daughter, wife, take me home. Country roads, take me home. Down country roads, won't you take me home? Down country roads.
'18 flag and gun guard in the forums at Fruity Farms. Big rotund throbbing guns wanting to be sucked. 18 pasty guns wanting to be fucked. Gun guard in the forums at Fruity Farms. On their knees wanting to suck Ethan's gun like a cock. Fruity Farms really rocks. Rotund sloppy gun guard, their guns throbbing large. 18 more wild gun guard, post socks in the farms. Big bulging guns the size of a barge. Gun crease licking orgy in the forums at Fruity Farms. Big rotund throbbing guns, ramming gun guard guns. Like a festering gut, crossbred with a cunt. Big rotund throbbing guns getting sucked real deep. Gun guard even gotten pores show on the sheep. Fruity Farms, it rocks. Gun guard love big rotund throbbing guns over their cocks. 18 flag and gun guard in the forums at Fruity Farms. Big rotund throbbing guns wanting to be sucked. 18 pasty guns wanting to be fucked. Gun guard in the forums at Fruity Farms. On their knees wanting to suck Ethan's gun like a cock. Fruity Farms really rocks. Rotund sloppy gun guard, their guns throbbing large. 18 more wild gun guard, post socks in the farms. Big bulging guns the size of a barge. Gun crease licking orgy in the forums at Fruity Farms. Big rotund throbbing guns ramming gun guard gun like a festering gut crossbred with a gun. 18 flag and gun guard at the forums at Fruity Farms. Big rotund throbbing guns wanting to be sucked. 18 pasty guns wanting to be fucked. Gun guard in the forums at Fruity Farms. On their knees wanting to suck Ethan Ralph's gut like a cock. Fruity Farms really rocks. Big rotund throbbing guns getting sucked real deep. Gun guard even gunting Porsche on the sheet. Fruity Farms, it rocks. Gun guard love big rotund throbbing guns over their cocks.
Almost heaven, West Memphis, double wide trailer, chicken savage sandwich. Faith is a young pair, younger than some teens, younger than 9/11, living with the sleaze, country roads. Take me home to the place I belong, West Memphis, daughter, wife, take me home, country roads. All my gun guard gathers round her. Ethan's a lady, stranger to adulthood. Young and greasy, kind of fat. Misty taste of whiskey, chase it with some coke. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. Oh, West Memphis, daughter, wife, take me home, country roads. I hear mama's voice in the afternoon. She calls to me, needs to get to dialysis, and it's not that far away. Lying in my bed, she can't walk or call an Uber. It's not true, it's not true. Country roads, oh, take me home to the place I belong. Oh, West Memphis, daughter, wife, take me home down country roads. Country roads, won't you take me home to the place I belong? West Memphis, daughter, wife, take me home. Country roads, take me home down country roads. Won't you take me home down country roads?
incredible.
Amazing. It was fucking unreal. Unreal shit. Beautiful. Are we on screen? Are we live?
We are live.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the People's Populist Press Show for August 6, 2020. We have a highly entertaining, highly exciting show for you guys here tonight. We have my esteemed colleague Gahul here, who has been raided by the FBI fraudulently.
Falsely accused.
Falsely accused of possessing child pornography by a certain HAPA, although we'll get to that. Now, Gahul is going to reveal to us the sealed
First time ever, these documents will be unsealed live on the air, and I will begin. I will not give you full details because I am legally obligated to protect myself, but I will deliver on to you the greatest and perhaps the most important reading of my entire young adult life. In these documents is not only the fact that I was raided by the FBI laid out in plain text for all to see, but also the police officers' just cause for doing so. Now, I won't go into specifics or anything, but I will give you the juicy details if you want to.
We're going to get into that now. Gahul, people are screaming that you need to turn down your microphone, that it's fucking going ape shit, the audio quality's fucked. So, I don't know. Maybe you want to turn down the mic a little bit. Well, I introduced the remainder of our program. So, on tonight's show, we have Dick fucking Masterson debating the real Ronnie Ralph. Ethan Ralph's father is going to debate Dick Masterson on the program. Yeah. They have a lot of disagreements, disagreements on degeneracy, on Ralph's marriage, on Ralph's choice of partners. We're going to get them into the show. And then after that, in the second or third hour, depending how long we go, I'm going to be joined by Wild Smile. I'm going to be joined by King of Pole. We're going to break down Ethan Ralph's bullshit interview today with Jacob Wall, where, he was at the mansion, looking like he just walked out of the Walmart fucking clothing department. So we're gonna cover that as well. So very, very exciting stuff here on the show tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very fucking exciting stuff. So Gahul, tell us all what the fuck happened. How did this bullshit raid happen? Tell us what happened.
Well, I'd first like to apologize for the audio quality. I do apologize, but I am dealing with a brand new setup here because my computer was taken from me by the FBI. Now, you may be wondering, how did that happen? How the fuck did that happen? Well, here's the deal. I don't fucking know. Last Monday, it was last Monday, they came to my house, and then Tuesday they came to my apartment, and they came in, and they accused me of viewing child pornography. They claimed that they had a tip from the foreign government had given a tip to the FBI that my IP address had access to site dedicated to hosting child pornography. Now, that's obviously a lie. That's obviously bullshit. But it wasn't enough. They came in, they saw all my anime posters, all my movies, all my video games, and they thought, you know what? This guy, he must be a pedophile. We have to crack down on this guy hard. Yeah. Immediately, racial profiling of a young white man in plain text. And they come in, they take my computer, they take my friends' computers, they take everything. They take my fucking cell phone, and now they say they're not going to give it back to me for 6 goddamn months. The best part is, no charges, no evidence against me, nothing at all, besides a loose connection to my IP address, which who knows what that even is. So here's the truth, gentlemen. I don't know how many people on this stream even know who I am, which is fine, but I was a member of 8chan. I was a board owner of TV there. And you know what? 8chan was a fucking shit show, okay? It was full of fucking scummy people. And they probably saw me. They saw me making videos on 8chan. They thought, you know what? This is the exact kind of guy I need to report to the FBI. And they did it. And the best part is, the FBI fucking believed whoever reported me. They went off of zero fucking evidence, and they came in and said, you know what, this guy who's done fucking nothing wrong his whole entire life, lived a good Catholic Christian lifestyle. Catholic, I know some people disagree, but whatever the case, that's how I was raised. I can't blame my mama for that. I lived a good fucking healthy lifestyle, and these people come in and they just fuck me over. They point blank said to my face that I had child pornography on my computer, with no evidence to back it up. I am guilty until proven innocent, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, here's the whole part of your soliloquy that I want to pick apart a little bit. So you've just admitted to owning anime posters. Is that right, Gahul? You own posters of anime?
Correct. I do have anime posters.
No. I thought you hated anime.
I do hate kakame. And you know what they say? Sun Tzu says, the greatest enemy of war, know thy enemy, my friend.
So you hate
I'm
kakame,
undercover in the
kakame
kakame lifestyle. I posted on 8chan. Listen, I've been on the undercover, okay? I've been working from the inside to sabotage all these anime users. Do you know how many people on TV watch anime 6 years ago when I became a moderator there? Basically everyone. Do you know how many people watch anime now? Basically nobody. Because I have worked tirelessly from the inside. I'm an inside man. Take these people down.
I don't know, Gahul. This doesn't sound good. Do you have Lolly on your hard drive?
No Lolly on my hard drive. Nothing. So before they get
a fucking,
I do have many videos and films of Dwayne the Rock Johnson on my computer though, so they could get me for that.
But there's no child pornography. You disavow these claims.
This is obviously false. There's gonna be no evidence. There's not even a charge against me. But you know what? It is what it is. But yeah, no, they trashed my room. Oh. I don't have any I think I have some photos I can show on the screen. It's gonna be dog shit. But they trashed. Yeah,
show us these photos. Show us the whole fucking thing.
You gotta understand. Like they didn't just like they literally took my trash can and dumped it and spread it out all over the floor to search through it. They cut open my mattress. They broke my desk to get inside of it. They like tossed my workbench. It's fucking a disaster. Yeah, let me pull up a photo of what my room looked like. Here we go. See that? That's my bed.
They just fucking destroyed it, bro.
Yeah, they destroyed it. And this is what it looks like now. This is what it's supposed to look like. Like, it's a bit of a mess here. But, you know, it's supposed to be like a bed. They fucking tossed it. But now, finally, after weeks of waiting, I have finally received the warrant application. Because the best part is, if you ever, here's some fun facts for you kids. If you ever have a search warrant come to your house and you aren't charged with anything, they don't have to tell you why they're there. They don't have to give you the application warrant. They give you the paper saying that they are coming into your house and searching, but they don't have to tell you jack shit about why they're there. But
crazy, man. Fucking wild. Sealed fucking document.
Sealed
document.
Live now, on the air. Let's put this.
Is this going to give us a hint as to who has accused you, Gahul?
I would hope.
Or do we?
The officer
so let's go down. Let's go down the list of suspects before you open the sealed document. Give us the list of suspects in order of who you think is most likely to least likely to have done this.
I'm going to go reverse. I'm going to go least likely to most likely because that to me it seems to be the best thing. The first bottom list for me is Koi Sheep, Gunt, not Guntopia or the Weasel, and anyone else associated with the web ring. Because I believe this happened last year, so I don't think any of this web ring drama shit has anything to do with it. By the way, all viewers, go to the web ring tvch.moe, my own personal webpage, the top board on the web ring, the top site on the web ring, consistently week over week. Gotta get the plug-in, brothers.
Make sure to Gahul 2, I think it is, on YouTube.
Just Gahul.
We're going to be doing is it Gahul? We're going to be doing the wrestling show again on Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's back. Get excited, guys. 5 pounds of Gunt is back. If you like wrestling, make sure to check out that show.
But let's get my grandstand out of the way. We gotta get to the real shit here. Who done it? Who could have fucking done this? Those are the bottom lists right now. Up from then, I would say Jim Watkins, owner of 8kun. I doubt this was him. Could be him, but I doubt it. Up from him, Mark Mann, a close personal friend of mine actually, but has gotten into contact with the FBI and did tell me when this all went down, like a couple days later, he said, yeah, I can call my guy at the FBI for you to see if we can get your computer back. And it's like, when I heard that, I was like, bro, that's a red flag. That's like a no thanks, Fed boy.
That's a fucking yikes for me.
Yeah, listen, I'm sure Mark is just autistic, so I'm sure he was just trying to be like nice, but that was fucking weird, man. I'd say the number 2 most likely, the more than likely people of this. These are the real suspects here. Now we're into the real shit. Number 3 on the list, Hot Wheels. Frederick Brennan. Around this time last year, 8chan was going down. Hot Wheels was going after anything and anyone associated with 8chan. And obviously, I was at the time. I'm not anymore. But at the time I was, and I feel like he's the kind of guy that would file a report like that. Just saying, I don't think it was him, actually. But he's a prime suspect, actually, because the timing is correct. Number 2, this is a tough one, but I think number 2 is, in fact, just a nobody. I think that basically anyone else is number 2. It could just be some random anon from TV who just hates my guts. But number 1, and I think this is the number 1 prime suspect.
Weasel.
It's not
the Weasel, isn't it?
It's Zach.
It's the Weasel.
Although he does LARP with Zach. It's Zachary Keith Hasbrook from our good friend who works at Lockheed Martin, lived in England, stalks Emma Watson daily. I cannot prove it was him, but deep down in my heart, I know. I know this was him. He fucking false reported me. I remember him specifically making a report to the FBI about me at least once or twice. I guarantee you they followed up on it. It's his fault, 100%. No matter who it ends up, no matter what's in this document. If there's everything, if there's nothing, it's Zach's fault.
I think it's probably Zach's fault. I'd like to blame the Weasel and say the Weasel fucked you or whatever. It probably wasn't him. But with the sites that you frequent and the shit that you do, it really could have been fucking anybody.
It could have.
Before you open the sealed document, I just want you to, for people who don't know, give them a quick rundown of who Zach is. Just give them a little bit of the lore. Give them a taste. Give them a taste. Give them a taste of it, like a Zach post.
I'm guessing everyone here has used the internet before, so I'm going to say this. You've actually probably run into Zach on the web on somewhere. Could have been 4chan, could have been Reddit, could have been Letterboxd, could have been YouTube here. You've probably run into this man at least once in your life. You just didn't realize it was Zach. He is that prevalent and that addicted of an internet user, but he's the most dedicated, most benevolent, most kowtowing Emma Watson fan of all time. Any person you've seen online defend Emma Watson, there's a 6 out of 10 chance it's Zach. I'm not joking. I guarantee it. And you think I'm laughing. You think I'm being like facetious or like overblowing it. It's the truth. I guarantee you. Any sane person who has come across him will think he's just some random internet nobody. But it's always him. He is a man who, he frequented obviously 4chan TV, but most notably 8chan TV. And after a while, we tied back his posting style to a poetry site that he ran. I don't know how, I forget, maybe he posted his email or something. I forget what the initial spark was. But from that, website that he ran, his poetry website, we found his name and his real Facebook and stuff. And his name is Zachary Keith Hasbrook. And this Connecticut-dwelling Happa, he is a half-Asian, half-white man. And he consistently and constantly never-endingly posts about Emma Watson. You say anything negative about Emma Watson anywhere, and he will come out of the woodwork to call you an incel seething virgin with low-quality taste who likes wrestling and anime and watches garbage YouTube videos. He will project that onto anyone who says that. But it's hard to describe him without you seeing him, so I'll tell you this. You go online a little bit, and you type something negative about Emma Watson, and eventually he'll come to you. That's all I gotta say.
And he'll let you know everything that you've posted is a cope. And you best go back to Cuck-chan, go back to 4, you fucking pleb. You know, Beauty and the Beast is the greatest film ever made.
Highest grossing musical at the box office. Her box office records cannot be denied.
They can't be denied, boys. They can't be denied. All right, let's open the sealed envelope. Drum roll, please.
I'm gonna get stuff so we can get this ASMR, the seal breaking.
Holy fuck. He's breaking the seal to show it's real. The sealed court documents.
And here we go. Unstapled and everything. Here we go. Not going to flash too much, but you can see these are real documents. I did not just pull this LARP. I actually just got this a couple days ago. I just haven't had a chance to open and look through it. All right. Here we go. A couple pages. Here's the... Okay, so... The warrant, I don't think anyone cares about because it just says that they came into my apartment and took all my electronics. There are 2 full copy pages of everything they took. They took about 3,000, maybe about 10,000. They took about 10 grand worth of shit, actually, all in total. So they stole basically $10,000 from me. And now we're going to find out why. Okay, that's just the warrant. Search warrant. Okay. I'm gonna read through this ahead of time. I'm not gonna try and bullshit. I just don't want to read anything shitty here.
Just have a quick look over. He's actually unsealed the documents on air, guys. This is some fucking fantastic shit. This is the high-level stuff that you only see on the People's Populist Press show. You're not going to see that over on the boring fucking redneck trailer trash alcoholic show. You're only going to see this on the obese Canadian show.
Here's some good shit. Here's the site they alleged I went to, and I'll read the description of it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Blah blah blah.
Hit us.
Users of multiple Tor hidden service sites, including HurtMe. HurtMe was an online bulletin board dedicated to the advertisement and distribution of child pornography that operated from approximately 2016 to June 2019. On the site's announcement page was the following text: "This website was created to host videos, photos, and discussions of 19 twinks and younger of hurtcore materials, videos and pictures, as well as discussion of such." On June
What a sicko!
On June 23rd,
what a piece of shit!
2016, a site administrator posted a topic entitled Board Rules in the Important Information Forum, which contained the following explanation of the site. Rules are simple. All material must be related to hurtcore content. What is hurtcore content? It is rape, fighting, wrestling, bondage, spanking, pain, mutilation, gore, dead bodies, and etc. No,
oh no!
No,
oh no, I'm on the air with the fucking monster! Oh my god, this show is fucked! I'm fucked.
Why does this place exist? This is still the quote from the site. "There was a need, and since society thinks I am worse than any abuser or creator of hardcore content, I decided to create this place for those who like it and want to share. Besides, I am the mischievous god. It is up to you to make this the best hardcore board there is. So please upload whatever you can so it can be shared."
So you were watching twinks wrestle, like 12-year-old chinks wrestle naked? Is that
someone
twinks?
was, but someone was saying that I was. I never heard of this site in my entire fucking life. Sections and forums for posting the website included hardcore toddler videos, preteen/heaps children videos, teen videos, toddler images, preteen heap children images. Jesus fucking Christ. Teens images. Another forum was called Gore/Death, with included subforums for toddlers, preteens, and teens.
Holy shit, Google. You're a sick man, buddy. We need to get you some help, bro.
Well, I guess
we need to get you some help. You're watching the toddlers wrestle. Toddlers wrestling.
No! This is fucked. This is actually kind of fucked up. This is like weird.
This is pretty fucked up. This is pretty fucking fucked.
This is kind of fucked. Okay, here's their description of the Tor network. The Tor network is this is what the government here's what the government is the official description of the Tor network. The Tor network is a computer network available to internet users designed specifically to facilitate anonymous communication over the internet. The Tor network attempts to do this by routing user communications through a globally distributed network of intermediary computers or proxies along a randomly assigned path known as a circuit. No, actually, they spelled it CURCUIT, a circuit. To access the Tor network, users must install Tor software by downloading an add-on to the user's web browser or by downloading the free Tor browser bundle, which is available at the Tor website. The Tor network, blah, 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 hidden services, blah, 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 enables to conceal the true IP address of the computer hosting the website.
Oh. Well, that's the government's amazing definition of Tor.
It's actually probably...
We're learning about all sorts of new shit here. Hurtcore, I didn't know what that was. I didn't realize that...
what the fuck it was.
I didn't realize that toddlers like cosplayed as John Cena and Edge and had naked wrestling matches that Gahul was stopping to. I didn't realize this was real, but I guess it is. It's pretty fucked up.
That is fucked up. In August 2019, the FBI received information from a foreign law enforcement agency known to the FBI with a history of providing reliable, accurate information in the past that the foreign law enforcement agent identify a user logging onto HurtMe, IP address blank, blah, 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 which is apparently what is my IP address, is what they're saying.
These cunts.
Which is obviously not true. Or if someone...
It's not true! It's not true! Not true.
Yeah. I don't believe that for a second. This is my IP address, but whatever. Blah, blah, blah. On September 10th, a administrative subpoena was... This is stupid. Okay, so it says here that they issued a subpoena on September 10th, and the information was delivered... September 10th, 2019, they issued a subpoena, and the information was delivered on May 13th, 2019.
Oh, shit.
Does that make, like, they went back in time to give him the info?
Run that by me one more time. What the fuck? What?
They issued a subpoena on September 10th, 2019, and the information was given to them on May 13th, 2019.
How does that happen?
It might be a typo, but I don't fucking know.
I think they have it reversed there. Get the case thrown out, Gahul, because they fucking put a typo in the documents they sent to you.
What the fuck? They got my birthday wrong.
Did they get your birthday wrong?
They said my date of birth is December 3rd, 1995.
There it is. The case is being thrown out. This is Gahul's only chance to get off on a technicality because he was watching toddler John Cena or something there. Some real fucked up shit there.
The rest of this looks like personal info that I'm not going to do because I don't want to get in legal trouble. But, yeah, that's not my fucking birthday. It's like was born in 97. This is like 2 years off. So, yeah. I guess it doesn't really, this just alleges like the site. This just describes the site that was viewed by the IP address, but it doesn't allege who reported me. It doesn't tell me what the fucking foreign government that reported me was. Like, why is a foreign government reporting on this? Maybe they raided the website servers or something, but why is my IP address showing up on there? You know, did like the guy who's running the site like have my IP address and just decide to throw it on his server to fuck with me?
See, I don't know, because this isn't sounding good. This isn't sounding good, Ghoul. This isn't looking good, bro. I believe you. I don't think you're looking at this shit.
Well, it doesn't fucking matter what you think, because it doesn't. I've never fucking been to this website my entire life. So
you've never been there. You swear to God, bro.
On the Bible.
If it turns out you've been to this website, I'm gonna look real bad, bro.
I understand. No, listen, this is fucked up. This is some real fucked up shit that they're accusing me of looking at. But I've never fucking seen this shit in my entire life. If I like knew what this site was, it was connected to like 8chan or something in any way, I like would have known. This is just fucked up, dude.
Yeah, it's fucked up, man. But I think you're gonna get off on this. I don't think. I don't think they're gonna get you. I don't think you're into this sort of thing. I think that you jerk off to Sasha Banks like a normal man and Bailey like a normal man.
No, that's not true.
That's not true. You don't stop to Sasha Banks and Bailey. What about Alexa Bliss?
Okay, maybe.
Who will tell us right now?
No.
Tell us on the show right now. Is Alexa Bliss attractive? Yes or no?
Right now, no. She's gotten too fake and plasticky.
Okay, is Sasha Banks attractive? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. Is Bailey attractive? Yes or no?
No.
Is Asuka attractive? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, that one wasn't very convincing there, you know. What about Cody Rhodes? Is he attractive there, Gahul?
No. I'm not gay.
Are you sure you weren't looking at toddlers, Gahul? You're not into the sexy women there of WWE like Sasha.
Oh, I mean, yes, Sasha Banks is a very attractive woman, and I would love to have coital relationships with her at any time, sir. No, this is.
I don't know.
This sounds.
That's pretty fucking joke.
This is fucked up.
So
I don't know what the fuck this. This essentially is like nothing. I haven't gotten anything from this new, unfortunately. Like I thought maybe I'd get like who reported me, what the fucking foreign government that got reported me was, or whatever. But I mean, essentially what it probably was that Dupp saw that I was BTFOing him on TV too much, and he's like, "We gotta shut this down. Throw a fucking fucked up charge and get Russia to get the fuck up charge on it." This is Russiagate 2. It was Russiagate. It was Russia.
It's a fucking hoax perpetuated by the Weasel and the Russian government in cooperation with Dupp. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
That's what's fucking happening.
This is all because I tried to BTFO Dupp too hard, and now it's all coming back. It's all come down on me. This is May 13th, 2019, they said when I got it. That was like weeks after I was in New York BTFOing Dupp at his tower. The FBI must have saw me there and thought, we got cracked down on this guy.
Jeez.
No, what
it probably...
I have no idea how this could have fucking possibly gotten on me. My guess is that someone reported me, or they I don't know, they fucking like used maybe they masked their IP with my IP address because I was doxxed at the time pretty heavily, and they masked their IP address.
I don't think you're guilty. The problem is that people looking at you for the first time or whatever, will be like, this guy looks just like what we imagine a fucking predator looks like. And,
what? Is it because of my low-tier god jersey and headband that you think I'm a predator?
Well, we all know that 50% of low-tier god fans are pedophiles.
That's true.
So it's a coin flip chance that because you're wearing that merchandise, you might be into toddlers. And if you are, I'm fucking concerned, bro. But I don't think you are. I think that this is fraudulent. Gahul is not into that shit. He's not even really into fucking women. Gahul is an asexual being that preserves himself for Christ.
I prefer the term incel. I'm a proud incel, is what I am.
I don't know if you're helping the case when you say you're a proud incel, Gahul. I'm trying to make you out to be like some paragon of virtue.
Okay.
You're the king of the incels. I think Gahul has actually won contests for like ugliest man on the internet. They call him the ogre.
I did win a couple. I mean, it was me and Eggman, and I think I beat him once, but I don't think I look that bad anymore.
Eggman?
I think I might have in an ugliest person contest. But Eggman's gotten unjusted himself. I'm in this justing stage. Like, my life's been officially fucked up because of this. But all I gotta say is that I don't know how this happened. But I will find out. I will find who did this, Zach, and I will make sure you pay for falsely accusing me of looking at John Cena children.
The whole reason, okay, look, guys, the whole reason this has happened is because some man is so obsessed with Emma Watson and Beauty and the Beast that if anybody says anything bad about her, he fucking loses his mind. And because Gahul allows people to criticize Emma Watson, for fuck's sake, they're coming after him.
He's leveraged his power with the CIA because he works at Lockheed Martin. He's leveraged his power with the fucking FBI and the British government and British intelligence agencies because he worked with them to spy on Emma Watson. He's leveraged his power with them to levy this false charge against me. And that's all there is to it.
That's what it had. It's honestly, the fact of the matter is, Emma Watson went to the UN because she knows her biggest fan, Zach, was upset. And she spoke to Vladimir Putin at the United Nations, and Putin's coordinated with his KGB stooges to fucking frame Gahul to looking at toddler fucking porn of John Cena and Edge fucking cosplay wrestling, which is fucked.
This is fucked.
Honestly, the thing that's fucked you the hardest, I was about to like say there's nothing to it, but as soon as I heard them say wrestling in the description of the site, I go, oh no, God. Oh no,
but PPP, you and I both know the last thing I want to watch is women wrestle, so it can't be me.
That's right, unless you were watching boys wrestle.
No, that's fucking
like
weird.
You do on every Wednesday and Monday.
I know, this is fucked up.
It is pretty fucked up there. It's pretty fucking insane there. The conspiracy continues. All right, Gahul, do we got anything else? Do you have anything else to let us know about this, or that you want to shill, or anything you want to get off your chest?
I do get to say, people have been wondering, no, my site has not been warranted. None of the information on the website's been collected or anything, so every user is safe. I will be safe because there's no charges pressed because there's no evidence against me. And there will never be any evidence against me because I have never looked at child porn in my life, and I never fucking will because I'm not a creepy pedophile like some people, which will be discussed later in the show. Gunt. But, as I will say very clearly, this kind of shit, do you want to know the main reason why they took my computer? This is important. Safety lesson. This is a PSA. The main reason they took my computer is because I had the Tor browser installed on it. I had Tor installed, and so they profiled it and took my computer because they figured I was a fucking computer hacker or whatever. Now, this is important. I don't say this often, but you need to be very fucking careful online. Don't click suspicious links. Don't look at stupid shit. If you don't need to have Tor browser installed, don't have the Tor browser installed, okay? I'm just going to say that straight up. Use an alternative. Use something besides specifically Tor that will accomplish the same thing, but do not specifically have Tor browser installed on your computer because they can use that against you. And now, is that safe? Is that okay? No. But they can fucking fuck you up.
Yeah. So Surfer's here, Gahul. So it's turned out that Gahul was looking at toddler porn of John Cena and Edge. This is what the report stated, the sealed documents. It was revealed he was looking at toddler porn.
Are you talking to us from jail right now, Gahul?
No, I'm in my fucking apartment. They don't have any fucking evidence against me, so there's no charges. And there never will be evidence, Surfer, because I'm a good, clean man.
Oh, that's good.
No, we bust Gahul's balls, but honestly, I don't think there's any credibility to this, guys. I think that what honestly happened is because Gahul hangs out around certain communities that are kind of fucked up and have some crazy people in them, it was only inevitable that something like this would happen.
Was it the Zach bag that did it?
No, he swears it wasn't. He thinks it was Zach himself, the Hapa menace, Zach, who fucking did this because he's upset about Emma Watson and all this fucking shit. Honestly, I believe Gahul. I think he's innocent. I don't think there's any evidence against him. If he was arrested, we would have heard about it in the papers. People would have had stories about it. He hasn't been charged with anything. This is probably bullshit and fraudulent. The worst part is they stole his computer.
Yeah.
They stole his phone. And now he's fucked. He doesn't have those things for 6 months.
Probably
I think
a
it's
year.
all bullshit.
No, that's the thing. With the FBI does have the power to take whatever the fuck they want. Same thing with the police, and they can hold it as long as they want. You know, as long as it takes them to do the investigation. So all I'm saying is, guys, you're never truly safe online. You can be careful, you can cover your bases, but for the love of God, be careful, be smart, and just don't go fucking crazy. Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid like me and put your face online everywhere. Actually, it's probably a bad idea. So
it probably is, but you're a hero for doing it. You're very entertaining. His YouTube channel, guys, is very entertaining. tvch.moe. It's a great forum if you want to discuss television and film. It's a lot better than 4. It's slower, but there's some higher quality stuff there. Some real patricians there.
Listen, I love my board, but I'm not sure if I would call it high quality. It's a great
Well, I'm
site.
trying to be charitable. You just keep tapping me. Every time I try and help you, you fuck me. You fuck me, Gahul. God damn it. Be sure to tune in to 5 Pounds of Gunt this Sunday. I'm still doing the show with you. I'm not disavowing Gahul until there's actual evidence that you've done something wrong.
Yeah.
We're busting his balls. It doesn't look good. Optically, this is kind of fucked. He's like, yeah, so the website is toddlers and wrestling.
This is what they said.
Oh, no!
This is what apparently they're alleging I said. I don't know what the fuck this is. Okay, so imagine this. If they can just level this to me, and I'm a good person who hasn't done anything that wrong, they can do this to any of us, really. If someone can just pull this shit out of their ass and throw it on you, they can do it to anybody. So be fucking careful. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. All right. I think that's it. And now we're going to transition into the next segment. So what's going to happen, there might be a little bit of a fuck up here with OBS because we're going to transition from Gahul running OBS to Brian running OBS. And we're going to bring in Dick Masterson and Ronnie Ralph for their debate in the next segment. So fucking exciting stuff here. Gahul, you got anything last sign before you sign off?
Closing segments. Fuck you, Zach. Fuck the FBI. Fuck the police department. Not all the police, but just seriously fuck the police department and fuck me over. Be careful online and visit my website because it's cool and funny, unlike some people.
All right. Beautiful. Beautiful. I can just imagine they're going to play I hurt myself today over Gahul's segment, but I think you're cleared your name, buddy. We believe you. We believe you.
If anyone has some shit to say to me, all I gotta say is, I'm a clean man. I'm a healthy man, and I believe in myself, and that's all that matters.
All right. All right. All right, switch it over, and let's get Ronnie and Dick onto the show.
Okay. Should I Okay, I stop now. Stream.
Okay. Let's see if we're on the air still.
How's it going, Surfer?
Oh, it's going pretty good. I just fucking got in from work. Looks like
it's
an anti-mask protest.
There's an anti-mask protest.
The fucking park, buddy.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be hype.
I might be working.
Yeah, I'll go down. I'll have a look and see what's going on. I'll get the Rona there. Good. All right, so we're still on the air. Ronnie Ralph, are you with us, sir?
I am.
All right, Ronnie, how are you doing tonight?
Well, better after hearing what I just fucking heard. I have to follow that guy. What the hell?
Ronnie, give us your take on Gahul. Do you think he's innocent or guilty? What do you think?
Well, just from the look of him, I ain't gonna lie. He looks like a squirrely little creep, I guess. Oh, toddlers.
Well,
What?
he does have that kind of chomo look to him, but we're going to try and not hold that against him.
What was that?
Gonna try-
Sclerotica? It looked like one of them ink blot tests. You can read the side of his face and it'll tell you what you're thinking.
All right, Ronnie. So, look, we brought you on here because you have a bone to pick with Dick Masterson. Some people have suggested that Dick Masterson is the true father of your son, Ethan Ralph, and that he looks up to him more than he looks up to you. So we have Dick Masterson here live in the studio. Dick, how are you doing today?
Yeah! How's it going, guys? Hang on a second. I just got to get sorted out here. There we go. All right. How's it going there, PPP?
Well, it's going pretty fucking good. I've just potentially invited a toddler molester onto my show, which is really incredibly good optics, but I believe him. I believe he's innocent. It's all fraudulent there. And I will be vindicated and the wrestling show will continue. But other than that, it's going fucking blessed. I have my fucking Red Bull. We have some incredible guests on. We have you, Dick. A lot of people never thought that you were going to come on to the PPP show. What changed your mind, Dick? Why are you here tonight?
I've been seeing what's going on over these past couple of weeks, and
Gentlemen,
this
the
whole
show went down. What the fuck happened?
It did?
We're back.
I was about to say it should be fine. That's green.
I still.
All right, keep going.
God
Sorry,
damn it, he's fucking DDoSing us. That goddamn gun bastard, he's DDoSing us. That's what's going on here.
Is it the Fruity Farms? They're DDoSing us?
No, it's up.
It could be the Fruity
green on my
Farms.
end.
It could be, could be the capos over there at the flag report there. They're DDoSing us because they don't want the truth out there. I got a lot of gas on the gun there. Ethan Ralph, a lot of, juicy gas about him there. And, I'm talking to his real dad here,
Oh, you can fucking have
about
him.
his behavior.
He's yours now. It's too late, buddy. Good luck.
Oh,
shaking
God,
that
no.
dick
No
off.
fucking way. No, fuck you. Look, fuck you, you fucking goddamn, you degenerate hillbilly son of a bitch. All right? He's come over here, and he's, he keeps calling me Dad Herrera. All right? It's fucking disgusting. It's weird. All right? He started wearing my merch, my underwear, the stuff out of my fucking, my fucking closet there, I fucking, come downstairs, he's wearing my fucking used underwear there. He starts calling, Marie, my girlfriend, 80s mom. That's pretty fucked up there, it's pretty gross. She felt pretty bad for him, though. She made him that fucked up shit sandwich. We got a lot of stuff out of our fridge there that was, getting out of use by there. He seemed to enjoy it, but, it was pretty gross, to be honest.
I told you that boy will eat fucking anything. Yeah, but good luck shaking that dick off your saline inflated balls.
Oh, Jesus. I did see him drinking that. Was pretty gross. That was pretty fucking gross. But I think he gets that from you. I know a lot of shit about you. You seem pretty fucking degenerate there.
Hey now. There's no fucking evidence. There's some doctored audio that's been passed around.
Look, I've seen your ex-wife, okay?
Bullshit.
I've seen your ex-wife, I think I know where he gets his taste in women from. Jesus Christ, but
Oh, she ain't that much fucking younger than me. Hold on now. I didn't pick her up from the fucking high school.
Well, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, any hole's a goal, to be honest there. In my book, as being Dick Masterson here, I'm all for getting them young so they think you're well hung. That's my motto.
I wanted to get something up today.
If you catch my drift there.
Hold on a minute. Did I just hear you right? You like picking up little girls, so
I do have my kill
they
stream
think
shirt.
No, I
got
know,
big
yo,
pecs.
You can get
not
at
me,
shop.
not me, but I'm a libertarian. I can't be going around, telling people what to do, telling them not to, buy a Pakistani child bride there from England.
.theRalphRetort.com.
I mean, I can't possibly tell any, I think that's, it's perfectly fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all.
What? Buying
It's Mo.
buying street shitting little girls and marrying
Yeah,
them?
I mean,
you're all right with that?
I mean, that's how we met Nora. I think we all we all knew that. I don't think that was a secret.
Oh, something about a couple mules or something. Mules
Yeah,
and a couple of bales of hay or some shit like that. Yeah. Well,
yeah. Well, I don't think he's that rich.
I strongly and
I
wholeheartedly
think he found some shit in the garbage, to be honest. But I don't think you can. I don't think you have any. Anybody here can say anything about that. I mean, it was a really perfect fit. He likes to shit. In the street. He used to shit in my driveway all the time. It was perfectly fine. I mean, I started doing it. It was pretty convenient, to be honest.
I told you that boy couldn't hold his bowels.
Yeah,
didn't I say that?
That
boy's still
Nora and
I
are divorced.
pretty hot. He'll eat shit out of the garbage. I mean. Yeah, and I don't think there's anything wrong with Nora. I mean, if you don't like fish curry, then to be honest, I don't really have much to say to you. If you don't like a stinking fish curry, eating the fish curry, there with your mouth, straight from the bowl there, I think I don't know what to say to you.
My stomach just turned. You voluntarily eat that shit?
Well, I mean, not me, but we both know that we already eat meat out of the trash already. You know what I'm saying?
He's spoiled meat. Yeah.
Yeah,
well, it's not like she was ever around to cook for him.
If he wants to go down on a fish market bin there, I don't, I'm all for it. I'm, to be honest, I'm jealous. I'm jealous. I'm just gonna come out there. I'm jealous. I've never, had sex with someone where I can, hold on to their eyebrows there while I'm fucking them. Yeah, it's actually, I'm gonna say it. I'm actually DMing Nora right now. In fact, we're gonna start hooking up. Just don't tell Ralph. That's the whole reason I kept him around. This is a PPP exclusive. I'm going in for the sloppy seconds.
Gahul has returned. Gahul, do you think it's a Chad move for Dax to slide into Nora's DMs, or what do you have to say? Because you've rejoined.
Yeah, I rejoined because I don't listen. Okay, I don't believe that this guy Mo here. I don't believe that Nora would have anything to do with him. I don't believe that. This is a lie and a slander from Dax Harwood.
How fucking dare you call this man Mo? This man lives in.
God damn it! How fucking dare you? Look.
Hey,
look, I'm a Chad. All right, I'm a fucking Chad. I've got a Bobby Dream mansion there. I've got a driveway that's at least half as long as my truck. Hey. It's at least half as long as my truck. So how fucking dare you? You goddamn, you're out there, downloading all kinds of weird, toddler wrestling videos there, seeing toddler Kane, jumping off the top rope there with his, little toddler dick out there. I don't know what the hell that is. It sounds pretty degenerate, to be honest.
Are you suggesting that Nora's got higher standards than a half spick, half cock?
Yes.
I don't know what to say to that, to be honest with you there, Gahul.
That's a weird one.
I think we fucking strange fucking shit there. Look, I want to get you guys onto the topic at hand. Everybody is wondering, now, Dax, do you approve of Ralph fucking the 18-year-old with the meth teeth?
Well, of course. I mean,
what the fuck?
I'm definitely a big advocate of the women with meth teeth there. It's it gets rid of their teeth, right? You get rid of the teeth. You get rid of the scraping marks there. You get the nice smooth blowjobs there. With the I got my girlfriend hooked on meth. It was fantastic. She looks a bit like Skeletor, but I was always really a fan of He-Man there. So it's a bit of a dream come true for me there.
Are we sure that those teeth are brown because of meth and they ain't just wooden dentures?
Well, actually, I'm gonna give you the scoop. They're not brown because of wooden dentures. They're stained from, eating trash burgers.
I think they're stained from drinking Flamin' Moe's. Mo.
Hey, fuck you, Gahul, you goddamn son of a bitch.
Yeah, what are you gonna do about it, huh?
I'm gonna report you to the FBI for being a son of a bitch. That's what I'm gonna do, you motherfucker.
Yeah, why don't you do it? Do it again, little sucker. I bet it was Dick Masterson that reported me originally. Here he is, trying to be Mo from The Simpsons. He's so afraid of being himself, he has to pretend to be Mo from The Simpsons right now.
Fuck you.
Try and salvage any connectivity.
I tried to get you out of the show. You told me to fuck off, so I said, you know what? That's
get
it.
Us some beers,
I'm gonna get the fucking gun
Get
on
us
this.
some beer, Mo.
I'm gonna get you reported to the
Get me a beer, Mo. I need
the internet. Fuck you. You're getting banned. You're getting banned, you son of a bitch.
Everybody.
I know it was you who sent me that fucking idiot video. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Are you okay there, Dax? Is your bum crying with blood? Is your bum crying out?
You son of a bitch. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Wow.
Where is Shaun the Sheep at? Does Shaun the Sheep disavow this shameful display?
I don't know. He's around here somewhere. He's around here somewhere. I think. He's sniffing around here. He's.
Oh yeah, here it comes.
Oh
yeah, now when we have to do the funny bits, you're not even ready, are you, Mo?
Fuck you! Fuck you! You goddamn son of a bitch! I didn't have his mic on, okay? I didn't have his mic on. It was your fault. Oh god!
It's my fault.
Fuck you, Sean.
My fault,
this is what I pay you for. You should have your fucking mic on, all right? You should get your mic on. You should be ready for the fucking show. I told you what time it was on. You son of a bitch!
Ronnie, save us. Ronnie, what the fuck is going on here?
I just looked down and I realized that my motherfucking mic was muted.
Is this the case, Ronnie?
Ain't that a son of a bitch?
It's not surprising considering you're 65 fucking years old, Ronnie.
65 years young, boy. I got a whole new life ahead of me to live. I shook that old shit off and I'm moving on. Ain't nobody around me knows that my son's a fat sack of shit pedophile.
Yep.
So it's
Speaking of which, Ghoul, are you expecting to see a not guilty paper when you unseal that envelope? Because that's what I was hoping to see. Shit.
I was hoping to see something. I was hoping to get a name of the person who did it. But instead, I'm just here spinning wheels again, like always.
I mean... Well, that size that you're supposed to be looking at, it wasn't the best look. I'll say that much.
I just heard about this right now. Shit.
Oh Lord.
Ronnie, you're not wrong. It isn't the best look. But what the fuck am I supposed to do? Hey, look at this shit. I didn't look at this goddamn
shit. On the paperwork and just say not guilty.
Listen, Ronnie. Shit. Listen to me, Ronnie. Listen real close, buddy. Okay. When it comes down to it, there's about 1,000 pounds of more evidence against your son, Ethan Ralph, as being a pedophile than there is against me. What do you think about
him? FBI ain't kicking my trailer park door in.
That's what they all say, Ronnie, until it's too late.
Oh, shit. Good luck with that shit, buddy.
I don't know, man. Toddler John Cena. Look, have you ever looked at a toddler version of John Cena, Ronnie?
No, but I look at any pictures of toddlers. For fuck's sake.
Max, have you ever looked at a toddler version of John Cena or Edge having sex? Dick, are you with us?
The silence is deafening.
I think he died.
It's
no, I can't. No, I can't
Oh,
say
there
that
he
I
is.
have there. Sorry, I was muted there. No, I can't say that I have. That was pretty fucked up. That Gahul. I don't know what to say about that.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised. I guess that's why Ethan considers you his new daddy.
Fuck
God
you, fuck you.
damn.
No, I'm sending him back to you. God
God
damn it.
damn, he moved
I think
on
everyone's
quick.
just fucking jealous.
He thought
Everyone's
I
fucking
died,
jealous
and
of
he
me.
immediately latched onto you.
God damn it. No, fuck you. No, everyone's just jealous of him, all right? They're just jealous that he's, getting successful there. He's getting the views, he's getting the money, and, fuck you.
That's not true. As a matter of fact, no, it's not true.
Well, it
No,
looks
it's
like
not true.
he's
Fuck yourself,
on
you
a
piece
downward
of shit, faggot
trajectory.
motherfucker. No, it's not true.
I wouldn't.
Oh, yeah? How
know
about you got a
about
downward
that.
trajectory on my dick? How about fuck you?
Are you a homosexual too?
Well, I don't
God
know.
damn,
I do
y'all
have a
boys
couple
got a
of
lot in
gay,
common.
age little furries coming over this weekend. I want to see what this fuck flu is about. So, but no, I'm definitely not gay. I'm just doing research there.
You just like hanging around with pedophiles and homosexuals.
Well, fuck you. That's my right as an American citizen and a libertarian. All right, I wasn't the one who fucked up to Canada. Leaving your son crying there on my porch there. Fuck you.
Oh, he shed a tear. Boo hoo.
Go kill yourself, you
That
fucking
son of a
God
bitch.
damn it.
Who's this? Speaking of hanging out with pedophiles, this is another feller y'all got in common. Who's this Digibro guy talking about pulling his pud?
Well, Digi Bro's a real stand-up girl there. She's a real stand-up girl. She's got some real flat tits there. She's got a lot of I don't know,
Wait,
something to do with lollipops. I don't know.
Stand up what?
Stand-up girl there. She's a real
Girl.
stand-up girl.
That's a man, ain't it?
No, don't you goddamn no, fuck you. Don't you go around misgendering the good name of Digi Girl there. Don't you do that. Fuck you. Look, just because she's got a
I don't
beard,
know about
and a voice that sounds like a 20-year-old twink and, likes weird degenerate shit and has their feminine penis out there all the time, I don't know what to tell you.
PPP, I don't know how I feel about this this crowd you're hanging out with.
It just seems like these people are fucking degenerates. We got fucking Dax here defending fucking some disgusting tranny fucking piece of shit named Digibro, who's just a
I had
total
sex
fucking...
with Digi Girl, all right? And it was a good lay. It was a good, honest lay, all right? I had lots of sex. It was fantastic. She blew my dick so hard that, my balls inverted. And that's why I had to get them inflated.
I just don't know what to fucking say to that. Does anybody here have anything to say to that? Like, what the fuck?
I don't believe you. I think you're a liar, Mo. I think you and I both know that when you sucked DJ Nay's cock and she rammed it up your thin cartoon ass, you spewed out a flaming Mo, and it was the worst sex of your entire life.
Hey, pipe down there.
I can't argue with that. That's exactly what happened.
Oh, shit. Oh, Lord.
Listen, Ronnie, you want a debate? Let's do it right now. Everyone in the chat's calling for it. Let's go, buddy. The fuck are you waiting for?
The FBI ripped your fucking mattress open looking for pictures of little kids. What the fuck?
You're goddamn right they did. You think I like that shit? Doesn't make me feel good. I like to live in hell ever since.
Why aren't you hiding under a rock, boy?
From fucking some stupid site been falsely accusing me. My life's a living hell. My life's been fucked up. I can't go 5 steps without fucking having a panic attack. I can't do this shit anymore.
Lord almighty.
Ethan Ralph, it's me, Gator.
You're all faggots, pedophiles, and degenerates.
Well, he wouldn't be wrong. Hey, but barring myself, of course.
You admitted to being a pedophile, a faggot, and a degenerate.
I said barring myself. I said borrowing myself. God damn it.
Game. You faggot.
Oh, Lord almighty. What else did they cut your couch open to? Or is it just a mattress? It seems like an obvious misstep.
Keeper also wishes to know what happened to Gahul's mattress. Were there pictures of a underage cosplay of Ricochet?
No,
Gahu.
there was my fucking mattress in there. Because I don't keep shit in my goddamn mattress. Because I'm a normal fucking person.
Why they cut your mattress open? Why?
No, they just did.
Did they cut open the box spring too?
Yes.
But they didn't check the couch.
The what?
The couch.
The couch? No, they did. They checked the couch too. They checked everything.
Why didn't they cut it open?
Yeah, that's a good question, actually. I don't know why they didn't cut it open. Oh, wait, I know, because there's nothing in there.
Good thing you hid your tablet in the couch.
I know, it's because Gahul already cut open his couch, stick meat into it, and fuck it. He fucks ground
Ethan Ralph,
beef
it's
in
me,
his
Gator.
own couch in the couch hole.
No, that's not true.
It is true. I've seen the pictures.
Did you wrap?
Faggot.
Did you wrap the tablet in saran wrap and hide it in the toilet tank? Is that how you got away with it?
No, they took my goddamn tablets. I didn't hide them.
How about that secret Amazon Fire you hid in there?
No,
Did
I
they
don't have
check
an Amazon.
everything?
I didn't buy an
How about
Amazon
that?
Fire, you dipshit. What, you think I'm a retard?
Were they walking around checking for squeaky floorboards?
No, the whole thing's carpet.
Oh, did they tear that shit up too?
No, they did not.
These fellas don't seem too thorough.
Charges. There's no charges. There's no charges against me because there's no goddamn evidence. That's the bullshit.
They haven't combed through all your shit yet.
What?
They ain't combed through it all yet.
Well, they did.
That was fucking quick. Hold on. I need a timeline. When do they take all your shit?
What?
When do they take all your shit?
Last Tuesday.
And then less than a week later, they sent you that paperwork.
Well, they don't usually give it to you. My lawyer finally got it from them. This is just the application for the search warrant is what it's called. This is what they gave to the judge to have him sign the search warrant.
Oh, so they ain't giving you shit back.
No, they didn't give me shit.
Why would you read that?
I don't know. I thought it would have something about who fucking accused me.
What's the application for the search warrant?
It's what they give to the judge to get a search warrant.
Oh, so you just wanted
I wanted to know why they took my fucking shit from my apartment. Because they showed up. I didn't know why they were there. I had no fucking clue what the fucking reason they were there for was. And then they just came in and took all my shit.
Said every guilty person ever.
Well, that's not true.
It's not true.
No, there's just shit in here that's made up, though. They have my birthday wrong. They've got the time that I was on. They got the fucking timeline for the subpoena wrong. There's a couple of things in here that they lied about. There's just some like bullshit in here. It's just not true. They just flushed this out quick as possible because they wanted to get some shit on me when they don't have anything.
Why would they go out of their way to gun for you? That's my like the FBI.
Because I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know why. It's because I run a website. Maybe. Or maybe they just don't fucking like me. I don't fucking know.
I mean, it's suspect as fuck. You got feds sniffing about.
Yes, it is. I don't fucking like it.
Did they put a USB in any of your computers?
No, they did not.
Somebody told me to ask that. I have no idea why. But I figured I'd ask anyways.
Ladies and gentlemen.
What else?
All right. We got 5 minutes left in this segment. Dax, do you have anything that you need to fucking get out there? Because it seems as though Ronnie's blown you the fuck out. Everybody's saying that you're Mo. Everybody's saying to kick you. What the fuck, Dax? Do you have anything left to try and salvage your reputation, or Or are you just gonna hang out in the crack garage all day and fuck Sean the Sheep's asshole? What's happening?
Yeah, Rat Dad.
You know, I'm pretty fucked. You know, I've been completely fucking destroyed. I'm gonna be honest. Completely outmatched by a dead redneck.
Milady.
Completely fucking blown the fuck out. My ass is as wide as the Grand Canyon right now. Completely fucking blown the fuck out. I'm gonna
got
go.
off on it. You
I don't think
fucking
I'm ever
degenerate.
gonna be able to do acid again.
You probably got off on it. You fucking degenerate.
Fuck you.
Getting your
to be honest,
asshole turned out.
I did actually. I've come about 5 times already. To be honest, let's be honest. Yeah, I'm never gonna be able to do acid again. Thank you very much, PPP. You've completely ruined my psychedelic thing there. I'm gonna be thinking about getting double teamed here by the.
Quit this goddamn homosexual. This is foul. I'm gonna need to take a shower after this. Did I just hear him right? He said,
Can I watch you take the shower there?
Ejaculated 5 fucking
Daddy?
times. This was some sort of goddamn humiliation fetish. Disgusting.
How do you feel, Ronnie, knowing that you got this man off?
I feel horrible. I'm traumatized.
This was all a big trick. This was all a big sexual trick. You know, I've been edging for weeks on this one.
Lord have mercy. Oh no.
It seems as though, Ronnie, it might be you who got blown the fuck out. He's had his little fucking.
I've been tricked. I've been fucking tricked again. You goddamn cocksucking motherfuckers.
Was this worse than the time you conceived? Are
you sure about that?
Behind the dumpster at the KFC, or is it a lesser atrocity than that?
There weren't no homosexuals involved in that. It was just a fat broad and some fucking pallets next to the dumpster.
So, Ronnie, you're involved in a homosexual relationship now. How does it feel to be gay, Ronnie?
I've been cyber raped.
Look, you can come down to California. You know, we can get you married.
Cyber raped. No wonder he looks up to you. Oh God.
So, Hool, give us your take on this. Who's won this showdown between Ronnie and Simp Masterson? Who's taking this home?
Well, Ronnie dominated the entire debate. He even BTFO'd me, and it looks like just through his words alone that I am a guilty man now, which is excellent for me.
The opinions of suspected pedophiles don't carry much weight with me.
But, I mean, frankly, Simp had a great closing argument against Ronnie, so I think it's a toss-up at this point. I think the people have to decide.
The people are going to have to decide because, what was happening was Ronnie was like fist-fucking Simp hard. But then that was Simp's plan all along, was to unveil his master plan that Ronnie was actually a homosexual for getting him off. And I also want to ask, Ronnie, are you planning to film yourself in the shower for Simp's satisfaction after the show?
Why are you asking me about filming myself? Is this entire fucking panel filled with homosexuals and degenerates and kidded?
No.
Oh.
Is that so?
You know, all I want to say is I want to see 18 naked Ronnies in the showers down at Ham Ranch.
I'm fucking out of here. Y'all are... Oh, God. I need a cold shower.
18 naked Ronnies in the shower at Ham Ranch. Holy fuck. Well, Ronnie's left the fucking
All right, I got to go get my blowjob machine service there, if you know what I mean. So it's been real great having me on, being on here, guys. Thanks for having me on. Anyway, I gotta go.
What? All right. So this was an incredible fucking segment of the program. We've learned a lot. We've learned a lot from this engagement between Ronnie and Simp. All right. We're now going to transition into what the show typically does. Which is to make fun of Ethan Ralph. So here in the second hour of the program, I'm going to bring in our esteemed guest. We have him on. He might regret his decision of agreeing to come on to the show now, but we have Wild Smile. Wild Smile, how is it fucking going today, buddy?
That's going all right. What a disaster that was. Man, Ronnie Ralph.
Give us your hot take. Who do you think took down that showdown between Ronnie and Simp? Was there
Well, no
truly a
matter who
winner?
wins, we all lose.
We all lost. We all lost with that
But
one.
I'd say
you think,
Ronnie
huh?
Ralph. If I had to pick a winner, I'd say Ronnie Ralph. That's my guy. If I
That's
had to
your
pick
guy.
a guy to hold the fucking torch and march down Charlottesville, it'd be Ronnie Ralph.
Based. Fucking based, Wild Smile. So we also have with us here our esteemed colleague, King of Pole, a.k.a. Brian, a.k.a. the Internet Detective. How are you doing tonight, Brian?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I think when we get to the segment, I'll bring it up. But I think I could show the video later. Got an idea.
Okay. Because what we're gonna break down
before we
today,
go, I'm gonna go, guys. Sorry, I'm not gonna stick around for this. Sorry, but yeah, thanks for having me on PPP. It was good to talk to everyone. Sorry I came and ruined that debate segment again, but you know,
it's okay, Gahul. You might have saved it. I don't know if anybody could have salvaged it, including Jesus himself, but you certainly tried, Gahul, and you got blown the fuck out. Everyone thinks you're guilty. I don't know. It's not looking good.
It's okay. I'm officially guilty now. There's nothing I can do. I have fucked up beyond belief by even coming on this show. I am a guilty man now, and I have to go on the run now. I have to pack my bags. I gotta get my shit together and get the fuck out the country.
It's over.
But yeah, no,
it's fucking over.
It's fucking over. It's fucking over. But no, but seriously though, thanks for having me on, guys. It was fun.
Take it easy, Gil.
Take it easy, man. It's good to have you on. So, before we get into this video clip, because you're getting it pulled up right now, right, Brian?
Just link it to me right now, and I can toss it right on screen.
All right, let me link it to you. I'm just going to ask Wild Smile a couple of questions. You want to just introduce yourself, Wild Smile, for people who aren't familiar, kind of what you do on the internet, everything like that, and what's been going on with you and Ethan Ralph recently? Do you just want to give us some insight?
Oh man, well, I just make YouTube videos. It used to be kind of news centric, but I just shit post these days because I got kind of bored of saying the same 5 things over and over again. So I just sometimes do a stream, just basically just shit posting. But I've been doing that since like 2016. And if you go back to when the Kumite was starting to get popular, I started becoming like a regular guest on the show. They saw me in chat one day, like probably shitting on the show. That's usually what I did in chat, just trolling them a little bit. But I admittedly always found the show rather entertaining. But after the Kumite fell, I think, the same sort of thing happened with the kill stream where they noticed me in chat, or Ralph noticed me in chat and said, hey, let's get that guy on. And so he would always ask me if Zidane was out or he needed somebody to fill in. Hey, Wild, do you mind coming into the show if you're not working? And so I tune in, typically call in to give my whatever take that I had, and for a while, it was a good time. But at a certain point, this guy exposed himself as being quite possibly the most petty, thin-skinned person I've ever seen on the internet. And there's no way, even if this guy was a close friend of mine, which he never really was. He's a guy I talked to on the internet. But even if he was like a close friend, there'd be no way to not poke fun a little bit at him. Just the amount of content there is to pick from. What's his Kiwi Farms page? Is at 1,600 pages. It's an absolute trash fire. And to his credit, since Brian's here, I remember before I ever went on the kill stream, he was the guy that told me, hey, watch out for this fucking dude. He is not what he seems. This dude's a fucking piece of shit. And I gave Ralph the benefit of the doubt and it proved Brian right.
Yeah, he's been a piece of shit for a long time, man.
Yeah. So to your credit, you did give me a heads up on that guy. And, I hate to say it, but it appears you were right about him.
Yeah, I thought it was weird that he started calling you out of nowhere. It was the same thing with the T-Clip stuff. Which I caught your stream on that, PPP, when you interviewed her, and I still press X to doubt on half the shit she said. She just seemed like she was withholding some stuff between the Valley Girl talk. But I have no idea why in fact he's targeting you out of all the people when you used to be a big supporter of his channel. Like he did it to Drummer, he's done it to a bunch of different people. He's just lashing out at anyone he can. I don't really get it.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it, but also like a sense of betrayal because to him, all of these people on his show are supposed to like demonstrate loyalty to him. He was talking about that on Twitter, right? All these people don't understand loyalty. No, it's not. It's because we don't operate under like some horseshit discount mafia mentality. You know, we're respectful to one another, human beings on the internet, but generally, when you do something fucked up, the people closest to you, the people that are your friends or even loose associates on the internet, they should be the first people calling you out. And so I I was quick, and he was pissed off at me for a long time because after the Knoxville and the Lord Akira shit, people had asked me in like DMs and like, hey, are you gonna talk about this? Because the piggies were getting doxxed, there's the whole thing with Lord Akira. And they were right. I wasn't gonna be able to look at myself in the mirror for calling other people out for bullshit and doing shady shit when somebody I talk to on a regular basis did the same thing. And it was the same thing with Drummer, I think, because I think in that video where he was driving the motorcycle, he said like, "Look, Ralph's my friend, but if I don't call him out, I'm." And it was the same sort of thing with me. I felt like I needed to do my due diligence because my name was kind of in the hat, and I consider myself at the end of the day a person that likes to live with himself and look at himself in the mirror and be proud of himself. And I couldn't do that if there was something like that hanging around. So at first it was sort of like, hey, this is something that's happening. It looks like you might have doxed the dude. Uh, at the time, I said not even Ralph is that short-sighted and thin-skinned, so I don't think he did it. And as more information came out, I believe I interviewed Lord Akira for a minute to talk to him about like Stream Me donations. To give you guys a short explanation, so Stream Me used to use PayPal for donations, not like how DLive uses Lemons. What would happen is, say you send a super chat, a $2 super chat, it sends that $2 directly to them through PayPal. And because it is a PayPal transaction, they send you it unless it's from donated from a company. It'll send you an email with their first and last name. And once I told Lord Akira that, he was 100% convinced that it was Ralph. Now, to get a little bit deeper, uh, I had looked through a Discord. Some people might know them as Plate Gang, but right when Lord Akira had gotten doxxed, I spent about 2 or 3 hours going through every channel on that Discord. Now, maybe I didn't have permissions. I can't remember if I had permissions at all. And
Do
to
you
be honest,
do you
but
know the history
I
of
went
Plate
through
Gang or no?
just a little bit. I know a guy that like talks to them, but that's just about it.
You want me to give it to you real quick while we're
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about it? So Zoom, the reason why Zoom has an issue with Ralph, from my understanding, and the Plate Gang people were people who followed Zoom sorta or had the same kind of ideas as Zoom, or not only was doxing okay and swatting okay, but like anything was free on the table and you shouldn't be against that, right? That's kind of the idea of the Plate Gang stuff. It was kind of a meme. But the main issue that they had with Ralph and why they got removed wasn't really that. It was the fact that that Zoom got tired of being used by Ralph to target other people. Zoom came out and said this, but again, this is Zoom we're talking about, so you got to take it at face value. Came out here and said this with all these other people. Ralph's response was to ban them all from his Discord and disavow them and claim that he never used these people to go after other people. And then they started coming out and claiming that, dropping stuff and saying, like the Lord Akira stuff and everything like that, saying that he in fact did. Since then, it kind of escalated. They had a guy in their group named Negro Joe who showed up at Ralph's house and spray painted his car. I don't know if you saw that. And then Ralph retaliated by spray painting outside of Zoom's house or some shit like that. Like, it was really, really autistic. But they all came from Ralph's Discord, and they were part of Ralph's little crew, and they specifically did things for Ralph. What they did, I don't know specifically everything they did, but the general consensus was whatever Zoom was doing for Ralph, they would help. So just put two and two together.
Exactly. So I did know a little bit of that, maybe not to the extent that I know now, but I had an idea of that when that happened. So I went through all of the channels that they had on that Discord, and I didn't screenshot anything or take it, but for my own knowledge, I went through there to see if there had been any Lord Akira information in any of those Discords I had access to or channels. Not once was Lord Akira even brought up in any of those channels. So it is possible that I didn't have permissions. Maybe there was a hidden Discord. Maybe it was a different Discord where the ops were going on. But after seeing that, after mentioning, the stuff with PayPal, to me, it was pretty cut and dry that it was Ralph who did it, especially if you consider the DM that he sent to Nick and then the expedients for which his docs popped up on Cal. You know, the Ralph I thought I knew wouldn't have done that, but the Ralph I've come to know would absolutely do that. So,
Yeah.
you know, that's kind of how. And so from there, you know, he saw that as me, you know, stabbing him in the back, I think is what he said about it, because I was spreading misinformation about him. And after that, like, I just stopped paying attention to it, mostly because it wasn't very good anymore. But you know, every so often, what would happen is, and he's like, oh, you know, Wild talks about me 24/7. No, what happens is I do a stream, we're talking about some mundane bullshit like Trump or whatever, and somebody in chat goes, bro, have you seen the latest Ethan Ralph thing? And I
Right.
go, no, I haven't, but I'm gonna have to check it out now. And so it's, I hate to say it, but he became like a bigger trash fire than any personality on the internet I've ever looked into. Like, he makes Chris fucking what's his name? Chris Chan. He makes Chris Chan look like a relatable, decent, down to earth, nice guy that I would love to like have a drink with.
Well,
By
Chris
comparison,
Chan can't help his nature, you know. His dad's dead and his mom's catatonic. I mean, there's nothing. Chris Chan has his own issues, but Ralph can help his nature. It's not, you know, everything that Ralph does, he can clearly has control over and chooses to do them. You know, and it's just his behaviors in general. You know, I've called him a sociopath for years. People give me a lot of shit for that, and they're like, "You think everyone's a sociopath?" But I don't. I just think he is because of the way he acts and what he does. It just speaks to me in volumes. But I can't describe Ralph any other way. It's just everything he does is for himself. I mean, look at his new girlfriend, right? His new 18-year-old girlfriend. He calls her Zoomer Girl, and like, you know, he does these weird streams or whatever, or videos with her. I think the last one he did was on Storyfire. I think PPP covered it. She was like in a car. They ordered like 5 tacos or some shit. I can't recall everything on it. They went to the museum or something. But everything in the video was purported to focus on how, look at my hot new piece of ass. Like, look at all this. Look at where we're going. I'm a king eating fish and chips. You know, it's like, what a weird way to own the internet. I don't know how else to describe it. And it's, I see your show. There's another, God, I can't remember his name. He used to date A Paladin. He's got glasses in his avatar. You know who I'm talking about?
is that Hard Bastard?
Yes. You and him
Okay.
kind of do similar shows. You know, you guys have your general audience, and you guys talk about, I mean, if I were to, I'm not trying to compare you to Ralph's show, but if Ralph's show was consistently not shit, you know, you guys would be pretty much in the same category, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
But recently, it's like he had a guest on who was a comedian, like an actual comedian. He did no prep work or research into this guest, okay? At all. I didn't know anything about him except he had a Twitter account, and the guy said yes. He spent the whole stream, just the whole stream, talking about Josh and PPP. I mean, bitching about him and how he wanted to just like ruin him. And he was going on this rant, and he kept asking the guest about these people, like the guest would know these people. He's a fucking comedian.
Yeah, he's like, hey, Mr. Famous Twitter comedian, have you heard about Kiwi Farms? I've been calling it Karen Farms. What do you think of that?
Yes,
You know?
yeah, like that. Yes, he would. It's so weird, and like I have it should be on the stream if you see it, but he did an interview with Jacob Wool, which he's getting a lot of heat from. I don't know if you saw that, Wild. This might be in your alley, but he's getting a lot of heat from it because Jacob Wool's tied to Glenwell the Maxwell woman, who's tied to Epstein, and for some reason Ralph I mean, I think he's gotten donations, and people have asked him about the Wool guy, and for some reason he just conveniently skips over the Epstein stuff and all that stuff with this guy, just because he wants. I don't know. PPP, what do you think that is? Because he pretends like no one's giving him shit for the Wool guy this entire time. Like, he skips over it, but people are glaringly telling him, like, hey, you do realize this guy's involved in the Epstein case. He's on the payroll.
See, here's the thing. I think it's really fucking stupid to interview Jacob Wall when he has these connections to Jeffrey Epstein, particularly since Ralph is being accused of being a pedophile because of the stuff with Faith and with Nora. And, you know, he obviously has a pattern of seeking girls that are really young. So this whole thing is just a fucking bad idea from Jump Street. Now, I interviewed a suspected pedophile tonight, but thank God I'm not suspected of any of that, so I think it goes off a little bit better. But the whole fucking thing here is just nuts. And the fact of it is just as we get into this interview, Ralph is so out of his element. He's so far from anything that's legitimate or anything that's actually like serious journalism. He's just blown the fuck out. He's like a low class white trash piece of trailer park trash who's like wearing Walmart fucking clothes trying to interview this guy in a palatial mansion who's wearing a fucking Brooks Brothers suit. He has no idea what he's doing, and you can tell he's uncomfortable, and you can tell he has no idea what he's doing. Just fucking terrible idea all around for him. And I feel genuinely embarrassed for him because this was an opportunity to speak to somebody that's, on the fringe of the mainstream, and he blew it. He looked like a fucking unprepared clown. That's what I think.
Well, I mean, it's not even, you can't even compare your interview with Gahul to this interview, because he's had Jacob Wall on his show, I think, twice. And this is now the Periscope where he literally was tweeting. And Wild Smile, this is what's mind-blowing. So he's had this guy on the show twice. He's involved in the Maxwell, the case that's happening now. Like, he's under her payroll, from what I'm understanding.
That's the second associate, by the way, of Epstein's.
Right. Okay. Correct.
Cernovich.
Correct. And he's involved directly in her case, so he's directly involved in that. And you got this high-profile person you're sitting with, and he's so scared. He literally blocks people from asking. Like he screens his callers, but he won't let anybody come in to ask the Wool guy during both of the streams any questions about Epstein or Maxwell. That was not allowed at all. And then he never brings it up once, right? And then in this interview, you're going to see it again, where he just completely just pretends it doesn't happen. And the Wall guy thinks he's an actual journalist, so he gets all dressed up. You're going to see him in the hotel. He gets all dressed up. He's wearing a suit, tie, as if he was just going to court, or he was getting a serious interview, with like Fox 13 or something, whatever.
The thing of it is, right, Brian, this is his everyday. Like, this is what he does every day. He's used to wearing clothes like that. He's used to being in settings like this. Ethan Ralph's used to wearing Walmart clothes and living in a trailer park. And you see this clash of two worlds, like somebody that's actually educated, that went to university, somebody that's been in elite circles and done interviews like this professionally before, versus a guy who's just an unprofessional tabloid journalist. I don't know if you see the same thing I see, Wild Smile, or not, but that's what I see.
Yeah, I see a guy wearing his Sunday's finest on laundry day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not even just that. It was just watching his tweets leading up to this Periscope. If you look at his tweets as it was going up, Wild, he's just like panicking, like, I'm trying to catch up with Wool now. Don't worry, the Periscope's going to work. And then he's talking about how he couldn't get his laptop to work. And we're trying this way now. And it's like, I'm trying to imagine myself in the room, and I feel like he's probably having like a mini meltdown in front of this guy. Going, with this one, we got to get the kill stream going, And he's in Walmart. He's in like fucking the N sneakers, the one with the N on the side, whatever the fuck, Skechers. Mm-hmm. He's got the Skechers with the rollers on the bottom. He's got, I don't know what the fuck he's wearing. He's wearing like $10. Yeah, Heelys. And he's wearing like $10 pants. He's got like a fucking Walmart shirt. I don't even know what that says on it. It's just something. Is that a Killstream shirt? Does he have an actual Killstream? I can't get it. I don't understand it. It's just fucking, it's looking at, like you said, it's looking at a professional versus a LARPer. Dress for the job you want, and you clearly didn't come prepared or dressed. I don't even know why Wool sat down with you and did this interview. I would have been like, get the fuck out, but hey, whatever, man.
Dress for the job you want, like living on welfare. So I guess he got the job he wanted.
Yeah, I guess
he's
he did,
hired.
huh? Is he? I don't know if he takes, like, see, I've been talking about it too. I said, we'll know later in the years when if he's been even filing his taxes or if he has an LLC or sole proprietorship for his Killstream business. So, who knows?
Well, what I think's the saddest part about all of this is it's his big interview, a chance to break into the mainstream, get into the Epstein conversation, all this shit. And he's filmed the interview in portrait mode off his cell phone, like lower production values than my show, and that's fucking saying something. The audio on this is fucking terrible. Just fucking terrible.
It's not even that. Like, he needs to get his tax filing in order because DLive's going to go, right? Like I was telling you earlier, PPP, there's guys already out there, Wild Smile, that have, because of Ralph, this specifically, because of Ralph, they went to the Kiwi farms, and a couple of these people have posted every single employee of DLive staff, all their family, the whole docs, everything, family, Facebook, Twitch account, Reddit user account, everything, all the way to the CEO, which ironically, the majority of them are Turkish, but the CEO's in California and in like fucking Silicon Valley. Go figure. But
it's like poetry. It rhymes. Doesn't it remind you of Stream Me?
Well, that's what people were saying because he got caught. Gator's the dumbass who did it. Gator was like tweeting some stupid shit about pretty much admitting that DLive is literally giving private emails back and forth to Ralph because Ralph was tweeting out emails.
I saw that.
Emails from DLive because the staff gave it to him. So the response to that was that people went to Kiwi Farms who knew what they were doing on the computer and doxed every staff member of DLive. And of course, some of these staff members are going to quit because of this. So their whole families have just been posted all over fucking Kiwi Farms everywhere because of Ralph. You know, like I don't know if they're going to keep him there or what, but maybe they'll stick with him. I don't know.
Guys, let's take our bets now. How long do we think DLive is going to survive? I don't think it makes it another 90 days, to be honest, because the pressure is starting to ramp up. All the staff have been doxxed. Ralph is flagging people down. People are getting fucking angry. Ralph is pissing off the wrong people, and DLive is pissing off the wrong people. I don't really foresee the site lasting another 90 days. What do you guys think? Do you think it'll last another year? Another 6 months? What do you guys think?
I give it 2 months. Look how fast Stream Me went down. It was just gone overnight. And a lot of people will bring up the doxing of the owners. I don't know all of the details behind that, but I remember something distinctly. I remember a bunch of restreamers restreaming the kill stream, and Ethan Ralph and his friends working ever so hard, probably harder cleaning it up than they are working on their show and doing prep work. But they were, getting all these restreamers shut down. I theorize that it became such a fucking headache listening to this guy throw shit and throw a tantrum every day that they just decided to be done with it. I'm not even convinced it's the docs. I think they were just tired of dealing with this guy screaming and ordering them around.
You're probably right. I give them about probably till January of next year or maybe December. Only due to the fact that I expect DLive to be incompetent enough because they're not getting rid of Ralph right now. So they haven't. They've chosen, because I'm sure they already know that all their staff members were doxxed and all their families were doxxed in the process of what they did for giving out those emails, right? If they Ralph keeps flagging down like the Gun Retort streams or the restreamers or the detractor streams, whatever you want to call them, on DLive, the ones that keep streaming on DLive to stream Ralph, I probably would see the next step would be those same people who doxed all the staff members who go, okay, well fine, I'll just dox your partner people. So they'll start going into all the other streamers and probably start doxing all the other streamers or blasting the other streamers just to hurt their revenue. I mean, it wouldn't even be about the streamers, and then it's really collateral damage, you know what I mean?
You see, but here's where things get beautiful. So you guys might remember a recent lawsuit with Patreon and one Owen Benjamin.
Yeah.
Now, what if they were to ban Ethan Ralph and because they're in the state of California, right? Isn't DLive established in the state of California, which is very consumer friendly?
Yeah, that's true.
So
too.
I don't know that could play into it, but what if Ralph gets banned? Or maybe that's why they're being so protective of him, because he has money being generated from them. And if they were to ban him, they're concerned about being dragged into court like Owen Benjamin dragged Patreon.
Well, Patreon goes down because Sargon and I think Lauren Southern are talking about going hard on Patreon, and they could probably break him. If it goes down, that's a large chunk of money that Ralph loses. I think he's got 200 Patreon subscribers. What is it? I don't even know the number. It's like 200 and something.
Something like
that. Sounds about right.
You guys want to get into this video?
Yeah, let's play this video. We probably won't go through the whole thing, but let's start playing it. And if anybody wants to say anything, one of us just say pause. We'll pause it. We can make remarks, and then we'll go. Okay?
All right, I'm at 12:35 is what the time was. I think that's when the start of the interview happened.
Is that the start of the interview?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
perfect.
what you had timed for me when I asked for the link. So.
Well, no, I think I just fucked it up. I mean, I think if you go right back to the beginning, that's when it actually starts.
Oh, you're right. You're right. He walks in. Okay, so let's start at 0.
Yeah. And that's where we really need to analyze, because you just see the body language going on here, the setting here, and it's kind of crazy. So
I'll count down to 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and play now.
You're good right there. We're live right now. Tell us where you want. We're here with Jacob Wall. Yes, Kim. No, just leave it. It's fine. We'll do that. Oh yeah, you can grab it if you'd like. We're live already. Oh, never done a sit down.
Can we pause it just for a while? Can he make it 20 seconds?
Oh my fucking god, already.
So I was right. So I was right when I said he was probably like disheveled when he was tweeting all that stupid shit about the laptop and everything, and he was freaking out. Wall looks confused as shit. Wall didn't even know they were live. He looks like a bowling ball in the fucking chair. They didn't even have everything out of the camera yet. What the fuck is going on?
It's just crazy. Like, first of all, his clothing is so baggy that he honestly, I think he's wearing like a 4X shirt or something like this. You know, he looks about as fat as me, or even fatter, because he's like 5'1". Like, when you see this guy in real life, he just looks like a fucking cartoon character. His head's way too big for his body. His legs are so stumpy and short. And just the way he's interacting with the environment, you know, he just looks visibly uncomfortable. You know, his body language looks like, oh, fuck, I don't know where I am or what I'm doing.
He's got 4 babies in him. He's got, like, quintuplets going on. Look at it. So, like, somebody should take his article about when he came out of jail and he's like, I lost 100 pounds. You can, too, right? And just compare it from then to now. I think he's gained more weight than what he ever had before he went to jail. It's so fucking huge.
Absolutely. It's almost shocking how fucking big he is.
Yeah,
like,
it never really clicked with me until seeing this clip just now. Like, it's crazy.
But like, I'm watching it back. Like, you see this fucking guy like walk in, you know, and he's like, his legs are so stumpy, but like the pants he's wearing are baggy. Like the shirt he's wearing is baggy, and then he grabs this pillow, and like the poor pillow is like screaming out in fear. It's like, oh my god, is this fat fuck gonna sit on me? You know, the pillow is just worried as fuck. And he just, look at how short he is. Like, you can just tell he's like short, his back's hunched over, like he has hardly any neck to him. You know, man tits fucking drooping.
He's 5'1".
And he's wearing like the, no.
He's a midget. He's 5'1".
And what the fuck? What the fuck is on the table as well? Like, what are these? What are these notes?
I thought
What
that
the
was probably some case paperwork that Wall had out, and of course, you know, you're just going to leave your documents sitting out. That's something Ralph would not do. You would never see that at Ralph's house or in his quote-unquote office.
So he goes to sit down, and then, like, he crosses his legs, kind of like a woman or whatever. For some reason, he crosses his legs. I don't know, like, I just wouldn't recommend that a man as fat as this, like, torque his knee, because he's going to put his knee up over his other knee in about a second here, like a minute into the video. But we'll keep playing it. But what a fucking contrast between Ralph here and this. He's wearing his own merchandise, too. I just realized that he's wearing his own fucking merchandise.
That's such a Dark Side film move. DSP wears all of it. His shirts are literally all of his own fucking shirts from Teespring. So that's even better.
Well, I mean, that's a damn good deal on a billboard. You can't find advertisement like that for free.
What a round billboard. All right, let's
the square footage of advertising. I mean, this is a great bargain for like the fucking, you know, $29.99. I think he sells his shirts for, or whatever the fuck. Jeez.
You can look at Wall's face and he's already regretting everything right now. He's not even thinking about the possibility he's going to jail for Epstein's Island. No. He's just like, I made a mistake here. This was what I regret. Are you guys ready for this to play?
Yeah.
All right, where are we at? We're at
24
seconds?
24 seconds.
All right. In 3, 2, 1.
That's all for the better. He is here.
probably hear it much better.
Yeah, well, I'm wondering, is there a way to check the audio?
Well, the problem is these guys, they'll say the audio is bad if it's perfect.
That's the thing. I think it'll be fine. Yeah. All right, so tell people I was here covering your press conference. I got a kick out of the story in general, so I figured I would drive up here from Richmond. Yeah. To come check things out. Merrick Corrigan, USA. I guess it's safe to say disgrace USA. Is that fair? I don't know.
Well, no,
former USA.
Here's what I would say.
All right, pause it. I just got a comment on this.
All right.
So, I mean, he knows the audio quality is bad, you know? Like, he knows it's going to be fucking bad. He does it anyway. He's got his phone in portrait mode. I know I've said this before, but, like, in the clip itself, they're referencing this, and they're still going ahead with it. It's just fucking crazy. And then Wall's like, well, even if it was perfect, they'd still complain. Well, it's not perfect. It's fucking terrible. I don't know. It's just me. But.
All right, you ready?
Well, he could have spent the fucking 2 minutes putting it through Audacity and cleaning up the audio. It literally takes 2 minutes.
Look, he's got all that $1,000 a week money. He could have just bought, proper mics or anything like that. Something you could plug to a camera. He could have had his Zoomer girl hold the camera the whole time and, do a real interview. You know what I mean? Fucking, it's less than $1,000 to get that kind of equipment, and he makes that a week. So I don't understand why he couldn't do that. No, what we get is we get a cell phone with a fuzzy, hazy look to it, and it's about like 10 feet away from him. And we're gonna have to deal with muffling and grumbles as the chair groans underneath the ball.
That reminded me, and I didn't want to forget about this later. I saw a post of his daughter posting to Twitter about how she has a really bad immune system. I'm not going to make any claims with that, but I just felt that was.
And you know what's sad though is that Gator has better sound quality than Ralph in open public. He wore a luchador mask, but if you didn't notice, he brought like a mini camera, and he even had like the noise reducer, the puffball, on the end. Do you remember that? He does a better job as a cameraman than this. This is fucking sad.
No, at least Gator has an idea of what he's doing. Like, at the very least, if there's one really admirable trait about Gator, besides his, what I guess you could call it, attendance record, which is just top notch. I don't think he's missed a single fucking day. But he's pretty decent with tech. And by decent, I mean, there can still be some hiccups, but I've seen him more competent with tech than a lot of people that make money on YouTube,
Yeah. You guys ready to keep playing?
Yep.
I think we're ready to keep playing.
All right, I'm at 1 minute.
Where are you?
1 minute, 5 seconds.
Okay, perfect.
Ready? 3, 2,
ready.
1, play.
And Project 1599 run a network of moles within the deep state at various departments. Some of the most concentrated levels of these moles exist at the State Department and agencies like USAID and other agencies. And Merrick is one of these spokes. I knew her for a long time. I knew her before she was involved at USAID while she still worked at the Hungarian embassy. And she got in there and she faced really a pressure campaign to get her out because it was readily apparent that she was an actual conservative. Those are not welcome at USAID. She faced pressure from the media, CNN, Politico, you name it. Even before she made the decision to come to Project 1599, she was facing letters from the House Foreign Affairs Committee, from the Senate, Foreign Affairs Committee, you name it. Senators, congressmen calling for her to resign and apologize for what were tweets that are based in the facts and are representative of, I think, traditional Christian conservative values that maybe the majority or the great majority of Americans hold. And so the decision was made that she needed to take control because it was one story after another. It was one hit after another coming in with the Democrats.
They've been trying to get her fired. I guess there was Ellie Dingle, maybe.
He signed a big letter. They all signed on. They all signed on. They were all signed on. And, I'm hating her at this time. And we made the decision, you should blow up. You should expose everything that you've seen there. What's really going on, the way that allies of ours in, say, the Horn of Africa are told, you know, you need these supplies to beat back Boko Haram or Al Shabaab or ISIS. But we're not going to give them to you because you don't allow gay adoption or you don't allow transvestite parades. So we're not going to give you any aid. That was a decision that's what happened. That was what was going on at these agencies. That's what she was blowing the whistle on mainly, as well as just talking about the treatment that she faced there as a Christian and the treatment that other conservatives face. So on Monday, she opens up her Twitter account to the public. She sends a number of tweets, immediately goes wild. It's trending. It's on Twitter. It's totally ballistic in terms of the number of news stories. Here's a number of interviews with reporters throughout the day on Monday. And, you know, that went very well. On Tuesday, she was supposed to begin work here at our lobbying firm, which and, you know, so everything was going well. And then on Tuesday, the pressure of being public eye was mounting, and it was becoming too much. And you know, ultimately, she decided against.
Can we pause it right there? Did you guys pause or?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it paused. Yeah.
Yeah. Can we sit back and just understand that Ralph didn't interrupt this guy? I don't know, for maybe like 3 minutes, the entire time he was talking, and he had no idea what the fuck he was talking about at all. He's so lost that when the dog comes in the view, he's got to pet the dog. He's got to get his mind on something else because he's so fucking bored. He doesn't know what the fuck this guy's on about. Boko Haram. Do you think Ralph knows anything about Boko Haram or these leaks, these whistleblower leaks?
No, he has no fucking clue. He did zero preparation for this interview. And it's not to say I really know the most about Jacob Wall or all this deep state shit that he's talking about or whatever the fuck. But here's the reality. This guy has been accused of like working for Jeffrey Epstein and enabling pedophiles and being a pedophile. And Ethan Ralph has just sat here and given this guy 4 minutes to spew his fucking horse shit with zero pushback whatsoever. And in fact, throughout this entire hour, we are going to see zero pushback, zero grilling of this fucking suspected pedophile who's worked for the most notorious pedophile of our times. So this is the great professional journalism we can expect from the owner and operator of the RalphReport.com. Oh, wait, it's still aborted. It's still down. It's been down for 3 days. Fuck me.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. But it's not even that. It's like, I haven't seen this yet at all, so this is my first time seeing this. But I was surprised because Ralph will interrupt all of his guests repeatedly on his fucking show. If anybody's seen just a snippet of his interviews with his guests, he either laughs over him, or he interrupts him, or he tells him he's got to take callers, or he starts reading fucking super chats, and all this really retarded shit. And then this guy sits down and Ralph sits there and he shuts the fuck up for at least 3 minutes straight, 3 to 4 minutes, gives a 1 sentence and the guy just keeps going. Ralph, I've never heard once Ralph talk about any of this deep state, Boko Haram, this girl whistleblowing about all this going on Twitter. I've never heard any of this stuff, and I've never even heard it come from Ralph. So what? Why is he up there now to talk? Did he just show up, literally, just because it sounded like what he said in the beginning? He was like, "Oh, I just drove up here from Richmond. I had to come see you." Did he just show up hoping he could just talk about whatever the fuck he wanted, like he was going to just do a kill stream on the fly? And then this guy's thinking it's a legit interview?
Yeah, I think that's accurate.
I think that's the case. This guy thought it was going to be a serious interview. He's like, oh, wow, I'm getting interviewed by a journalist. I get to get my side out there, you know, and he was prepared. He had all his talking points ready, and Ralph had fuck all. And this is the result. It's pretty sad.
I wouldn't, if I don't know anything about the fuck he's talking about, and I could have done better just sitting there going, yeah, let's talk about QAnon. He probably would have fucking went on a whole tirade about Q and Deep State and Trump fucking administration or something. I have no fucking idea. But here we have Ralph Frumpy Dumpy trying to pet a dog because he's so bored and so lost in this 3-minute conversation. He's already way in and over his head. It looks amazing.
All right.
Like once he realizes that he could apply this amount of effort to a minimum wage job and probably make more money, he's going to be even more hood rich.
I don't even care about that. It's like, dude, if you get an interview with someone like this, and that's this close to this kind of stuff, you know, like I was saying earlier, dress for the job. You come there, do your research, get in there, look right, first of all, if you want to call yourself a fucking journalist or you're going to get a scoop on something. And if this guy's talking about this stuff, you should have shown up for the press conference and listened to it instead of just driving from Richmond because you heard he was going to be in town. Like, what the fuck?
And that's what I mean, really. It like he's from presentation, not caring about the audio quality, you know, how he's dressed, how he's interacting with the interview, and he's like mentally logged out. You can hear he doesn't really give a shit about this. I legitimately think he would be happier flipping burgers somewhere than he would be doing this.
I'll give him one credit only. I think Ralph is doing a wonderful job not drinking. I'm shocked there's no glass on that table.
They probably took it away from him at the door.
I don't know. I see coffee in Wool's hand, but I'm shocked he hasn't whipped out a flask yet. I'm gonna hope that he brings out a flask. Like halfway through the interview, all of a sudden with something, he has to take a swig. You know, he brings out this flask and maybe he's got a Pepsi in his pocket. You know, I don't know. I can't
get it out of my head. The image of him taking a sip of Coke, taking a shot of like bourbon, and then taking another shot of Coke. Like he's like an 18-year-old kid drinking for the first time.
I really hope he whips out a flask so I can get proven wrong and laugh hard. You guys ready to start it back up?
Yeah, where are we at?
4 minutes and 4 seconds.
All right, let's bring it back. All right.
3, 2, 1, play.
Going forward with
little Jackie's interrupting. I'm sorry. That's my little son.
That's okay.
He's
By the
gonna-
way, I think everything's going good on the stream. I can't really tell at this point. I don't know if you can check on your phone or somebody can pull it up just to be sure because I think it's all good. I just want to make sure everything can be heard and all that.
I'll pull it up.
Okay.
We'll just continue, but I'll pull it up.
Yeah, we're here with Jacob Wall. Can
So I
you
was
see
just-
people? I think you can look and see on the screen. Are they reacting there? What are they saying?
You guys want to tell me how the sound is doing on this? All is good.
All is good?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Well, you can check it.
Can we pause again? 4 minutes, 45 seconds. I had to pause it. No way. No way. Did we just get a sound check in a video quality check midway, 4 minutes in? They didn't do this shit beforehand?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Mr. Wall, but I'm gonna have you repeat that entire fucking soliloquy you just uttered.
Well, can you look into the camera, please? What?
Here's the worst part from my view, okay? They don't even have somebody else to check it. And Ralph doesn't even check it. The guest has to fucking check it on his phone. Imagine.
Oh, man. And he just puts his thumb up. Like, Ralph didn't even know they were live. They just assumed they were live and everyone could hear everything. And then, like, 4 minutes in from his stupor, he was blown away by Boko Haram QAnon fucking talks over here by this guy. He's like, wait, are we even live? Can you look at the camera? Whose dog is this?
Look, guys, like, I'm not one to really, talk about tech or fucking audio quality. My show is like kind of a shit show when it comes to that. But here's the thing. I don't do this for a living, and I don't pretend to be a journalist. This man does. And that's why it's so embarrassing and sad that when he gets his big moment to speak to a big guest who appears in actual news, it falls flat and it's a joke. And he looks unprofessional and he gets embarrassed. And then autistic people like us fucking pick him apart and laugh at him. Sad. Sad.
You know what I hope that comes out of this? I hope someone like the hard bastard guy, or even you, Wild Smile, you guys in the same sphere, or what's his name? The Spook Styx Hexenhammer. Somebody goes on his show and reams his ass for not grilling him or asking proper questions. I bet you Styx would do it. Like, somebody who's listened to his show, what is it, Black Pigeon Speaks? Doesn't he cover stuff like this too?
Mm-hmm. I would bet that you wouldn't find one single person in the YouTube commentary community that is a current guest on the show that would press him on anything.
Really?
From what I understand, and I have tuned out for a while, but everyone on the show, like the clips I've been sent, it comes off like a person in a room with a loaded gun, and everyone there is terrified of saying the wrong thing.
What do they think's gonna happen to him if they talk about this beach ball?
That's a great question. He might holler over them, I guess, but I don't know. I have no idea. Like, I think some of it's
right.
So chase for clout, really.
So from what I understand, me and Godwinson have been trying to get on a lot of alt-right guests, people like Allsip, people like Enoch, people like Stryker, people like Dr. Dutton, Richard Spencer, etc. And what we've been hearing from these guys is we'd love to do the show, but we can't because Ethan Ralph won't let us on the kill stream if we do this, or he'll blacklist us. This sort of fucking shit. And it's not just that they'd be blacklisted from the kill stream. I imagine if they speak out against the narrative, there's somebody higher up that handles these fucking people that will blacklist them from other platforms. So that's what I think is going on, to be honest,
But
guys.
the kill stream is the epitome of a top tier place you want to be at all time. They get less than 500 viewers. They're on an obscure website that's ran by the Chinese that gives you fucking lemons. That to this day, I have asked about a dozen people, how do you quantify what a lemon is like equals to a US dollar? And I have gotten probably about a dozen different answers on what that actually means. And one guy just told me it frequently changes in price every day because it's a Bitcoin cryptocurrency or something like that. And I don't understand how this one man has that kind of clout. And for these people who have been who literally went and did a tiki torch rally and all this other shit. Like what?
See, I think we fucking stumbled onto something with all of this internet autism over the past few years, because we know that how integrated the alt-right is with just, I guess, federal informants, just creepy people in general. After Milo had outed himself out as a probable Fed, if not just confidential informant, I just look at all of these guys as if it's a honeypot. And then you have Milo, who connects Ethan Ralph, and then that connects people like Cernovich, which connects people like Vox Day, and then the next thing you know, this entire gay internet mafia is right there on the, like, you can connect each person to it.
Some of it is a
And each of
honeypot.
these
Like
people-
I'm convinced Richard Spencer's a Fed. Like I think he is. I think he is just from his
Well,
past and some of his connections and some of the stuff that he tries to hide and how he acts and stuff like that. I thought the whole
Here's
Tiki
the
Torch
ultimate
rally
proof.
was a setup.
Here's the ultimate proof of this. Here's the ultimate proof of this being like all connected and feds is how is this piece of trailer trash from West Memphis, Arkansas, sitting in this room with Jacob Wall? That's like, look at it. He's so out of place here. How did he get here? Obviously,
You think he's on the tape? He's on the roll?
Well, I think so. I think these guys are all connected in a greasy kind of incestual way where it's like, yeah, we'll protect you if you protect us. And I don't know. There's something more to this.
You know how wild it would be if, like, somehow it comes out that Ralph was on the take, like you just said, he was a honeypot. He was a informant for the feds or some crazy shit like that. That would. Oh no, it'd be all connected. It all comes together.
Jesus, it's some sort of like I just don't know. I just don't know.
It's just a big piece we're all missing. We could speculate all day, but we just don't understand how this man is talking to this man and also has connections with all these other people, and he just meets all these other people. I mean, in 2018, there's a video of him in 2018 literally shitting all over Nick Fuentes and having an IBS fight with him, and now it's 2020 and he sucks his dick. It makes no sense why that is, but he does.
Yeah, I don't know if Ralph is. Yeah.
Sorry, the simplest solution is that they're all desperately chasing internet fame, but when you see how many of these people are connected to government officials, it's starting to display a pattern. So I don't think it's at all crazy to believe that we've entered into the schizo timeline.
I was about to say, yeah.
That's crazy.
We're all schizo posting now. It's Ralph's making us schizophrenic as we speak. You guys want to continue? Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's all schizo posting until shit gets confirmed as real. You know,
it probably
when I was questioning the whole new Project 2 thing, everybody's, oh, you're crazy. There's nothing there. A month later, the fucking thing is down on suspicion of money laundering. That's from Dick's own mouth.
That was wild. That was super wild when you guys did. I thought you guys were shitposting about the Chinese money laundering scheme on that, to be honest with you. And then that went down, and I was like, what the fuck? That's when I was like, all right, let me take a step back.
You know, and as crazy as all that was, I still haven't had the most important question answered, which is when Dispatch went to Dick Masterson's house, why did Dick answer the fucking door with Juggalo face paint on? Did you guys see that?
He had Juggalo face paint
on? Here's the thing. Wild, we're wrong. We were all wrong. If we want to pull it up, we can. It wasn't his face. It was a T-shirt. I can't believe it. I saw it as his face, and I thought it was moving and he was talking. But he was wearing a Joker T-shirt of himself as the Joker. And that's what it was. That's what it was.
Oh.
I mean, if we're going to talk about Juggalos, my favorite part of this entire saga is that the ICP, the Insane Clown Posse, are post on Cow, and they fucking hate Ethan Ralph.
I had a friend that knew. He's like, "Oh my god, Shaggy Two Dope just put a green light on them. Do you know what that means?" I'm like, "I don't know what that means." He's like, "That means he's fucked. That means he's fucked." He goes near a Juggalo. They're gonna beat his ass just to show their.
It blows my mind that the ICP crew is involved in this side of the internet, and had to make a video with the face paint on. It's just it's small world, small world.
I love it. You know what the best part is all of the parallels this has with professional wrestling, because this reminds me of when ICP entered into the WCW for a while. Like, that's where we're at on the timeline for internet blood sports translated to wrestling.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the reality is it always was pro wrestling. There was a lot of things to IBS that were fake and staged and set up and gay. And the reality is I just continue on that tradition by basically just saying, yeah, it is pro wrestling. And we're going to put on a show, and it's going to be a train wreck, and it's going to be fake, and it's going to be gay, but hopefully you're entertained and you find it fucking funny. And that's what we do here. And it's, we're not, putting fucking hours and days of effort into this shit. I mean, it's just us coming on and having fun, shitting on this alcoholic who, for whatever reason, keeps making his friends into enemies. Like Wild Smile, used to be a caller of the show. Now he's on my show. So it's fucking wild, this guy.
Yep.
But it is what it is.
You ready to continue the video?
Yeah, let's hit. Where are we at?
4 minutes, 40. Yeah, 4 minutes, 45 seconds.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
I put out all these tweets on, I guess, Monday or something like that. Any of the tweets talk about the homo empire or something like that. I think something.
She didn't mention that in particular, but what she did mention,
they were pretty.
They were talking about how, for whatever reason, I mean, there's all kinds of interest groups on the left. You've got, groups on the left that are, their main thing is Islam, the pushing Muslim, pushing Muslim stuff. I mean, you've got groups on the left where their main thing is animal rights. You've got all kinds of spectrum of groups. And for whatever reason, the people that have predominated the Trump State Department, the Trump U.S. Agency for Foreign Aid, USAID, for whatever reason, the group that's predominating those agencies is the LGBTQ plus crowd. That's the crowd that has taken over. And U.S. foreign policy, especially as it relates to U.S. aid, which is how the United States principally exercises soft power, is through whether or not you get your aid or not. That is wholly dependent on how progressive they are when it comes to, or depending on how you ask how regressive they are on LGBT stuff. That's what, she had specific examples. I mean,
that's why they've been trying to get rid of her, because she had previous statements.
Yeah, that's right. She's
gay agenda, I guess you could say, or whatever.
The radical gay agenda. Yeah. I mean, I don't think Merritt is somebody who, based on her statements, you would think is discriminatory towards gays. She's got gay friends, certainly. I mean, there's a lot of gays around her. She's not anti-gay per se, but what you have is a very pernicious radical LGBT agenda.
By the way, I don't know if you got the dog there. Now, Now Merritt is saying that she didn't send those, or some people are saying for her. I don't know what's going on.
What happened was there was a gentleman who interceded. His name is Raheem Kassam.
Raheem Kassam, I think people know who he is.
Pakistani British guy who ended up here somewhere. And it is what it is. And he works for Steve Bannon. And he's a guy who I've interacted with on occasion and always polite and cordial. But he decided that he wanted to intercede. Of course, later we learned, and now we have on tapes, according to Merritt, that in fact Raheem Kassam wanted to date her a while ago. And she rejected him. He's not her type. I could go into more details about the reasons and all this, but I don't.
That's not your story to tell.
That's not my story to tell. The tapes speak for themselves. I don't. It's not my story to tell, but the tapes speak for themselves. And I'm not here to embarrass him. I mean, we will probably be involved in litigation extensively. And so, in any event, he decides to intercede. He releases this ridiculous story that she was kidnapped, she was strapped down, her phone was taken. And we sent the tweets from her phone as she was kidnapped and abducted and held hostage. This story, he begins sending around to left-wing reporters. And I start getting calls. And they say, did you kidnap Eric Corrigan? I'm saying, wow, I know she was feeling reticent about this whole thing, but I know she didn't say that. What do you mean did I kid? Like, no, people close to her. I said, people, well, specifically one person. And I start getting calls from conservative commentators who he's also calling and spreading his crazy story. And they tell me exactly what he's floating. And they know they know that's nonsense. They know me. They know me for years. They know it's complete nonsense. They're calling me. And he starts spreading his story. He spreads it very, very, far and wide across the world of media. And of course, it's ridiculous. I mean, Mary was here. She sent out the tweets. She talked to probably a half dozen reporters throughout the day. She of course, had a sushi dinner here. We then left.
You mentioned that.
We did.
Now,
Yes.
is it possible she fed him a story that?
No, it's not. And as she attests to, by the way, in a conversation that was legally recorded.
Oh, you had that recorded where she said that.
Yes, she said, I never said that. He made that up.
Now, why would he make it? That's a pretty, I was talking, this was off air, but I'll say it here on air. That's a pretty serious charge to throw around kidnapping,
Well, he made it up because when he learned
false imprisonment.
When he learned that Merritt and I were romantically involved, he became possessed by jealousy. He became
Can we pause it?
overwhelmed by a sense of envy and jealousy.
I'm pausing at 9:41.
Yeah, pause it, sure.
He's okay. Ralph doesn't ask this dude. Okay, maybe one or two questions. We just heard a guy explain that first he started off with there's going to be litigations. I don't know if anybody caught that. He said, well, this person's going to be involved in courts and litigations with me soon. Right? Then he goes into a story about kidnapping and... was he talking about raping or just torturing the girl? And then texting off of her phone?
I don't know. It's some crazy shit. Like, as soon as somebody says that to me, I would go, well, wait, what? What do you mean by this? What the fuck are you talking about? But no pushback, no follow-up questions. Everything is super simplistic and just going along, just trying to get through this. There's a dog fucking barking. Ralph's got his legs crossed with his filthy fucking shoes up facing the camera. He's got his fucking pig hooves fucking ham hock clawed to fucking together. I mean, what the fuck is this shit?
It's not even that he's not even asking questions. He leads him on into kind of taking his side and asking him to elaborate. He even goes, "You got that on tape, right? Huh? You made sure you covered your ass and this and that." And then we paused it just before we paused it. He goes, "Oh, she was just jealous of me," and I think he said another dude or another chick's name. I don't know. He said she's just possessive. I'm like, how do we go from you kidnapped a woman, held her against her will, and used her phone to text a bunch of people and did a bunch of crazy shit to her, to she's just possessive, bro? What?
So this is the thing. Now, guys, tell me if I'm wrong here. Ralph's hero is Hunter S. Thompson. Ralph believes that he's Hunter S. Thompson. He's a gonzo journalist for a long time he had an intro of himself in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Do you guys think this is how Hunter S. Thompson would have approached this interview?
No.
No.
Just a flat out fucking no. I mean, shit, this is just terrible. Ralph has zero charisma, zero control of this interview. And he's just wasting his opportunity here. Just wasting.
Yeah, he's
right.
I don't even know if I would call this an interview more as like he's just it reminds me of some CNN stuff. You see when they have a guest they want to let an expert on, one of those people. But you guys ready to play this?
Yeah, let's hit it. I think we'll listen probably to another 5 minutes or so of this because this is basically what the whole fucking thing is. And then I'm going to give you guys a timestamp of this towards the end where there's some really interesting footage of Ethan Ralph. Is everybody all right with that? Because I don't think we're going to get,
fine.
Some real, yeah.
Okay, I'm at 9 minutes and 41 seconds. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
And God knows what else. And he flew into a rage. And that much is clear now. That much is clear from the evidence. That much is clear based on what she's told us. That much is clear based on what other people have now told us when Raheem Kassam called them and tried to float this nonsensical story. So he spread the story far and wide. And then the imperative of the press conference became very different. It became, not primarily exposing the malfeasance at USAID, the overthrow of U.S. foreign policy in the name of LGBTQ causes. Rather, it became defending ourselves and completely dispelling with this ridiculous allegation of kidnapping and abduction and holding hostage. Now let's just paint the day a little bit. Let's call it. Let's call this in. So I mentioned she picks me up from where I say across, not far from me, around the corner, but I would say it's 0.2 miles away, not far. She picks me up. Okay, she's got a car. She picks me up here. We come up here. She's still on a conference call with people at USAID. I joke. I say, little do they know they're about to have a real, scandal on their head. They were talking about something. I wasn't listening to the comment, but they were talking about something totally banal, and they were just going in circles about something, as government employees do, about something totally worthless. And she laughs. So okay, so we begin. She sends out the tweets, sends out a couple of more. Immediately, reporters start calling. She is pretty attentive to take their calls. As soon as she can, she's on the phone with one. Another one calls. She calls back. And the day goes pretty well. We're kind of done for the day in terms of sending out tweets. The media is churning. We're just kind of going through everything, doing our last checks. And at 8:50 p.m., we get out of here, go back to my place. It's a building close by that's got, a doorman and cameras and all of that. So there's no doubt as to.
Oh, so that's presumably that's on the record.
Yeah. Yes, of course. And that would be the first thing that any police investigation would go after, obviously. And I've already ordered that they preserve any footage from that day, just so that the police can get it, if that gets to that, which I don't think it will. I mean, something that's so specious like this, police aren't going to waste their time. But we wouldn't mind if they did, but they're probably not. Now, we go back to my place. My father calls. She says hi briefly. And that's that. It's a short call, 5 minutes or something. Her mom calls. Her mom is proud of her. Her mom shares her.
You mentioned this at the press conference too.
Her mom is proud of her. I had only talked to her mom very briefly before over the phone. I've still never met. Her mom was talking about, by the way, coming up this weekend to meet. And was just, so proud. She was so proud that Merritt was.
Can we pause for a second?
Stressful yet unrewarding government job that she was speaking.
Yeah, for sure. I honestly, I can't take this anymore.
We're done, but I just want to read this to you. So you know how in the beginning,
God.
you know how we were playing this interview, we were talking about him interviewing Jacob Wall and and right in the beginning, about, 40 minutes ago, we said he's not asking him anything about his job with Maxwell, the Epstein case. Well, he just tweeted out, listening to Jacob Wall tell me about his work for Ghislaine Maxwell, which I guess is an exclusive now that I think of it. Live now. Come on. So apparently, decided he's going to do an exclusive interview with Jacob Wall on Maxwell.
Holy shit.
That's
I don't
convenient.
know. Yeah. It is what it is. Boys, I want you, Brian, please skip to 51 minutes.
Okay.
51 minutes in the recording, and we're going to play it from there. I just want us to play it through from 51 minutes to the end of the show, and then we'll talk about it, because there's one particular moment here that's one of the most baffling things I've ever seen. If you're ever familiar with the wrestler Kamala, who I posted on my channel like yesterday, Ralph pulls a Kamala in this clip. So let's hit it. Let's hit it.
All right, 3, 2, 1, play.
I think it was something to argue about, though. Yeah, I think so. Maybe we can debate. Maybe we can debate: do you pay the tab or not when you go on a date? Should the guy pay the bill? Should you split it? I don't know.
Thank you, sir.
You bet.
Fun talking to you. Chat. I'll see you guys 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Oh, you got to see me in all my glory there. Tell me where they can find you, sir.
Follow our Telegram, t.me/Jacob A. Wolf. Same on Instagram, Jacob A.
There you go. All right, let's see if I can stop this. How do I even stop this? I don't know. Okay, I think that's how. There we go. All right, thank you guys so much. I'm gonna download this for later. All right, bye-bye.
Fucking red square, you idiot.
Wow. Yeah, I love the little slap on the gun as he got up. This adds so much detail to the whole interview. Holy hell.
Yeah.
You guys still there?
Yeah, we're all here. Yeah.
All right.
Well, PPP, what do you think about all that?
Oh shit!
I think we lost him.
The gun sent his assassins. We lost the Starfish Prince.
Oh,
all right, I'm back.
He's back. He made it.
So I'm sure you guys saw it. Did you guys see what I fucking saw?
The slapping of the gun. Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah. Why did he do that? Why do you think he did that? Was it to show his confidence?
Jolly belly. He's got a big old jolly belly, like Santa Claus, you know.
No, his hands are always greasy and he doesn't use napkins, so he just wipes his hands onto his shirt.
Maybe it's because he's got T-Rex arms?
Kind of, yeah, he does. But I think that was something he normally does when he's sitting down on the couch for a long period of time, or 50 minutes or so. He's usually eating food, so when he gets up, he's used to brushing off like the oil and the potato chips or Cheeto bits, whatever.
Maybe
he's used to just brushing it off on his shirt. So even though he hadn't eaten, his mind told him as he was getting up, all right, wipe your hands off.
That's a good take. I mean, I think he had flashbacks to his childhood of watching Memphis wrestling and Kamala smacking his belly to establish dominance, homoerotic dominance over the other wrestlers. And so that's why he was doing it. But you're right. When you're a fat fuck, and you're eating chips, I'm a fat fuck. You're eating chips and you got to brush them off yourself when you stand up. And it's almost a subconscious reflex for this fat alcoholic fuck. I mean, it's just crazy. But the way he gets up, he really does struggle to get off the couch there. He has to push off his fucking knees there. I mean, he's just totally embarrassed himself. Then he takes the camera, he picks it up, and he starts walking towards Wall. My apologies, not walk. He waddles towards fucking Wall, and he's getting up in his face. And these surroundings, this mansion that Jacob Wall is living in, Ralph should never be in a place like this. And it's just, you have to ask yourself, why is he here? What the fuck is going on? What the fuck?
I thought he just had sweaty palms. He was just sweating his ass off, and he just needed to wipe his hands off because he's just clammy as hell. And I mean, he's a big guy. He breathes heavy. We've all listened to Kraut's clips of that. Thought he was just sweating up a storm, and he finally got up and got to wipe his hands off. I mean, he could have been the crusty chips he ate prior. I mean, I'm so shocked. Like I said, I was shocked that he didn't whip out a flask and just start drinking on camera.
I'm surprised he didn't bring the combos with him from the car into the room with him.
Yeah, that too.
Hey, man, pepperoni combos are really fucking good, man. You ever have
They are
pepperoni?
hella good.
The buffalo chicken ones are the best ones.
I'm more into the mustard ones.
I don't know. I also like the fucking. I like the pizzeria ones. I like the 7-layer dip ones. They got a lot of different fucking flavors of combos. You know, they're a
Combo's
god
fucking
tier
boss.
snack.
Yeah.
They are. They are. Okay, so we have one final segment of the show before we do wrap up, which is the International Grifting Championship. Now, Brian, I've sent you the bracket as of yesterday after the first round in the Discord chat. Are you able to get that up on screen for me?
Yep. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds.
All right. So, for those of you who are unaware, we've been doing the International Grifting Championships. We have a whole bracket laid out. It's a very prestigious trophy. Nick Rekieta has been bragging about how he won in the first round. All this fucking shit. All the grifters want to get it because they think that it will help their brand to be known as the best or the biggest grifter there is. Grifters are fucking, falling head over ass over tea kettle to try and win this award. We've been doing it the at Power of the Truth. Once again, at Power of the Truth on Twitter. You can vote in the polls. So we're going to get the bracket up on screen, and then we're going to give you the results from today and let you know what the matchups are for the third round of the International Grifting Championship. How's it going getting that up on screen there?
Give me just two seconds and I should be all right. There we go.
By the way, guys, for those of you who are unaware, we are starting to do the Kinodrome. We're starting to do, basically, it's going to be a debate show, but it's not going to be like any debate show you've ever seen before. This isn't going to be like the halls of debate or grandeur. There's not going to be any super chats or any bullshit like that. We're just looking to get fucking spurgs on to fucking spurg at each other. We're looking to see fucking blood, people getting blown the fuck out. That's what we're looking to see. I've just dropped the Discord link in the chat down below, so you guys can go join the Kinodrome. You can participate. You can be on the show. I'm looking for guys who are willing to go on camera and debate Marvel versus DC, and every 5 minutes they have to take a shot. And we're gonna go until somebody. We're going to go until somebody is too intoxicated to continue, or they can't finish their shot within the 30 seconds every 5 minutes. That's what we're going to fucking do. I want to see fucking blood. We want to see entertaining shit. And again, I want to see punishments for fucking people who lose in the debates. We might have a panel of judges, and the loser has to be humiliated in some fashion that's been pre-agreed before times. We're trying to do all sorts of fucking different shit with this show. But it's not going to be always about the ethno-state. That's basically the main rule is I don't want ethno-state debates. I want fucking spurging about spurgy shit. So we got the International Grifting League Championship up. Gentlemen, it was an incredible first round. Have either of you guys been following the Grifting Championship at all?
Yeah, I have. I thought that Nick Rekieta was winning made sense to me. I was surprised about Baked Alaska. You guys made some good points on your last stream. And I really thought he was going to come out. I also was surprised that Ian Miles Chung fucking won. I didn't see that coming at all. But here we are.
I mean, Ian Miles Chong is the upset of the century. I just think a lot of people have forgotten about Zoe Quinn, or they don't care anymore. It's similar to why I think Baked lost is kind of a recency bias. But Nick Rekieta was in a hell of a fucking war against Owen Benjamin, and he was in a hell of a fucking war today with Anita Sarkeesian. That was a fucking showdown for the ages. It went back and forth. These guys, Nick and Anita, were never separated by more than about 1.5 points, and the lead changed a good solid half dozen times between them. It was an incredible match today. We'll get to the results later on. We had Ralph and Medicare today as well. Ralph defeated Dame in the last round, just crushed him. Now, one thing that was interesting that we added to the bracket that they can't see on screen is we added a playoff for E-Girl, because I thought to myself, look, Shoe on Head This was selected by the Academy of Kino and Nectar that Shuon Head would be the representative against Revenge of the Cis. Huge upset that she beat them. But I said, look, we have to give the other e-girls a chance to get into the grifting championship. So we decided to do a playoff between Lauren Southern, Brittany Venti, and Shuon Head. I'm just wondering, gentlemen, what would your take be? Who would be the biggest grifter between these three?
Probably Venti. I can't see. I don't understand why Shuon Head won in the first place against Revenge of the Cis. That's kind of crazy to me. And Lauren Southern, I don't know if she grifts as much as she does documentaries. I don't know. I guess it goes by your definition of grifting. But I would say Venti for sure.
Well, see, I'd say Lauren Southern because I feel that she has built her brand on something she doesn't really believe in, which is a cornerstone of grifting in general.
Yes.
You know what? So you got a good point.
This is the reason why I've selected Lauren Southern. I wouldn't have selected her until she made this comeback where she's like disavowing all her old beliefs and shitting on like, you know, white nationalism and the far right and trying to disavow it all. You know, she's had plastic surgery and all this fucking shit. The grifting has become really shameless. Venti is just one of the most disgusting grifters I've ever fucking seen. This like whole I'm an e-girl, but don't objectify me, but it's irony and it's jokes and it's just it fucking makes me sick to my stomach and I want to puke every time I see that fucking cunt. Shuon Head, to be honest with you, yeah, she's an e-girl, and that's why she beat Revenge of the Cis, because people hate e-girls even more than they hate Mersh, which is fucking shocking. But Shuon Head, her grift has fallen apart. You know, she's fucking 30 years old. She's been dumped by Armored Skeptic. She's in a fucking tailspin. She's trying desperately to suck Vouch's cock or Destiny's cock or whoever on the left is going to fucking fuck her. But nobody wants anything to do with her because she's a crazy cunt who pulls her own hair out and has to wear wigs. And she's gross and she's old and she can barely have fucking kids. So it's a sad fucking day for June. I think her days of grifting are at an end. Although I did see her sell bobbleheads of herself, so she is on that grift hard. But I just don't think she's a very successful grifter. You know
what I'm kind of concerned about, man, is I don't see Sargon of Akkad on here at all. Carl Benjamin grifted his way into destroying a political party. You can't just overstep that whole. He destroyed an entire political party off of his own grift. How did he not get on this list?
I know. So here's the thing. The Academy of Kino and Nectar overlooked Carl Benjamin. Why? Because he's been so irrelevant for so long that people just forgot he even existed. After the whole UKIP flame out, people forgot. But yesterday, Sargon made his triumphant return to the headlines, defeating that fucking disgusting black whore in court and making her pay his fees. So here's the reality about Sargon and about the grifting championship. I think that there are some names that were left out. And so I think after round 2, what we're going to do is we're going to have another playoff with the people who've been left out, people like Sargon and others, to see if they can get a chance in, because I gave it to the e-girls. So we might give Sargon a chance, and we might even give Baked a second chance, because I think he got fucked. But we'll see. I don't know what you guys think.
I think if you do that, you definitely need to add Toad McKinley up there. That's an understatement. Definitely is a ultra grifter. He grifts all the way.
I've never even heard of NordVPN or Raid Shadow Legends before Toad McKinley. So
it's true.
Big shout out to Toad.
Shout out to your boy. Didn't he just drop a documentary on Chris Hansen too? What a grifter.
Yeah.
No,
it was a part 2. Yeah, I haven't seen any of his stuff since Tonka.
He's the ultimate grifter.
So yeah, I mean, Toad's a fucking Judas. We've all forgot about Toad because he's making totally irrelevant garbage fucking content. This whole Chris Hansen documentary, I could give a fuck less. Chris Hansen's low hanging fruit, just like all the Chantel shit was low hanging fruit. Toad sold his soul for 26 pieces of silver to Dick Masterson. and he's just a shameless piece of shit. And we don't give Toad McJudas anywhere near half the shit he actually deserves because he's a slimy fucker. And he tries to pretend as though he has nothing to do with blood sports when, again, he started out on backyard blood sports and all this shit. He tries to pretend he doesn't know who anybody anymore is. He doesn't condemn Ethan Ralph because he fucking gunt guards in an implicit way instead of an explicit way. It's very shameful, and Toad should be ashamed of himself. That's my take on that. But yeah, I want to get on. Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I want to get on to the actual results from today. So, can you actually, if you can you pull up my Twitter, Brian, and we'll see all the polls there with the results, and we'll just go through them and we'll preview the matchups for tomorrow, and then we'll be done with the show.
Is it Truth to Power? Isn't that it, right?
Power of the Truth. Some fucking real battle today. I'll link it in the chat.
I got it right here. I'm in it. Which one am I looking at? I see X-Files.
Just scroll down until you start seeing the polls.
Okay, I got them right here. There's 4 polls. Okay, hold on.
Okay. So the first one we're going to show was a fucking razor-thin margin. Grifter play-in to face Nick Fuentes in the second round.
Okay, you want to start at...
You just wait until we've got that up on screen to announce the results. Oh! Dead air. Chief Donga tribe.
Dead air.
Fuck me.
Ooh.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm sorry. My wife
Tell him,
is getting attacked by an insect.
Jeez. Tell him, Brian. Save my show, Brian. It's dying. There's dead air fucking everywhere. God damn it, Brian. I'm fucked. What am I supposed to do now? You're embarrassing me in front of all my fans. Everybody's fucking turning on me.
I'll play the clip. Calm down. Don't beat me, Massa.
Play the clip, Brian. Brian.
They're not sending their best.
Of the Northern Plains, humiliated once again by dead air. Chief Donga tribe. Fuck me.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Not even fucking meth can save me.
There we go. Let me fix this so it looks better.
Okay, so here are the results. So, they've already seen all the results, but it is what it is. So in the what the fuck are you doing?
Go ahead.
All right, so in the first matchup here, we had the E-Girl Grifter play-in to face Nick Fuentes in the second round. We're going to do that second round of voting early on. Basically, immediately following the show, there will be the Fuentes versus this Brittany Venti, and that will end in the afternoon tomorrow. And then I'll announce the winner of that, and we'll start the polls for the third round. So go to @Power of the Truth and follow if you want to participate. This was an intense showdown between Shoe on Head, Lauren Southern, and Venti. Lauren Southern and Venti were tied most of the day. Like, they were deadlocked at like 39.5, 39.7. They were getting the same amount of votes. Lauren overtook her briefly, but Venti took the lead in the evening, and she never gave it up. So Brittany Venti has taken over Shoe on Head's spot in the bracket, and it will be Brittany Venti versus Nick Fuentes in the next round. Gentlemen, thoughts on this result and the upcoming matchup against Nick Fuentes?
Yeah, I expected Brittany Venti to win. I 100%. I saw her being much more worse of a grifter than Lauren Southern, in my opinion. I do agree with you, Wild Smile. I think that Lauren Southern, when you put it in the perspective that you did, it made sense. But at least she came successful from it. She cashed out at a young age, if you will.
Yeah, like what's Venti doing? Picking cat shit out of her bed?
Yeah.
So in the next matchup, What do you guys think? Who's going to win between Venti and Fuentes, and who should win?
Fuentes, hands down.
Yeah, Fuentes.
Hands down.
He's also more, effeminate too, so he's got that going for him.
I think Fuentes should win because his grift is way bigger. He's a total fraud homosexual with the Catboy thing. He's, got this whole fake Catholic thing going on. He started his own website. He's selling merchandise. He's a big time grifter, and I think he deserves it. But the hatred for Venti and for e-girls, I think, is going to propel Venti past Nicholas Fuentes tomorrow afternoon. And I won't be surprised if Brittany Venti wins this whole thing, because the e-girl hatred is strong.
I mean, if you had someone like Pokemon or Amaranth up there, you probably would be absolutely right. I mean, you can't really beat those two when it comes to e-thoughts. But I see Fuentes taking the gold on that. Actually, in fact, I see Fuentes probably coming in at second place or even winning this thing. That's how bad he is. It's pretty rough.
Yeah. I mean, he's also got to contend with Ethan Ralph though in his bracket in order to make it to the finals, and that's going to be a showdown. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's an even match.
I mean, Ethan Ralph's already made it to the third round. Fuentes is still in the second round because his match was delayed for the e-girl playoff. So we'll see. He might make it there. But if he does, he's up against some stiff fucking competition in Ethan Ralph. Speaking of which, he crushed Mr. Mediker 73.3% to 26.7%. Do you gentlemen agree with this, that Ethan Ralph is the bigger grifter than Mediker?
I'd say they're about even.
Yeah, I'd say they're about even too. It's hard to pick one.
That's a tough one. I think that Ralph getting a 73% over 26%. I disagree with that. I think it should have been really, really close, more so. But you have the Sweetie squad, so they're gonna vote for ya boy.
Yeah, I think this should have been a more razor thin decision because for me, Ethan Ralph has no principles, has no convictions. He sells shitty merchandise. He grifts for super chats. He's a real piece of shit. But at the same time, Mediker has had such an influence on grifting where he really made it socially acceptable for people in this corner of the internet to sell merchandise, to take super chats, to set up Patreons, to grift when he used to condemn that behavior. And his fall from grace for me is a really compelling argument as to why he should be considered the biggest grifter of them all. But my audience really hates Ethan Ralph, and I think that that's partly why we got the result we did.
Yeah, that's a possibility too. I was thinking more of the Sweetie Squad just won't vote against their Jim Jones of IBS, So, but I would say it's pretty close. When you put it in the perspective of that Jim, kind of gave the green light for these faggots to be more publicly open about their grift. Yeah, I would say he probably beats Ralph by just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Okay. So then we had Ian Miles Chong versus Dick Masterson. Dick Masterson beats him 55.4% to 44.6%. I agree with this result. I think that Dick has had a big influence on grifting. Again, he's the type of guy where he's just the whole new Project 2 scam. He's enabling and gun guarding Ethan Ralph. He sells T-shirts with his face on them. He wears the T-shirts with his face on them. I think that this was a righteous decision, although Ian Miles Chong was stiff competition and did better than I thought he would in this matchup. What do you guys think?
You're gonna probably. I'm gonna take the bad opinion, and I'm gonna say that I don't think Dick should have won. I think Ian should have won big time by a heavy margin. And the reason why I say that is because Dick Masterson is a grifter, but at face value, he runs a radio show and he talks radio jockey stuff. And it makes sense for his career choice and the amount of money he makes and what he does with all his iTunes stuff and everything like that he's going to sell his own T-shirts and stuff. I mean, Howard Stern does it. Opie and Anthony did it. All these other big guys who do jock radio stuff do it. I consider him in that kind of category. So he is a grifter, but it's kind of a career choice. Whereas in Ian Miles Chung, on the other hand, this guy literally goes around and just makes shit up with people in order to slide in and get money from other things. He fucked over the quartering doing this stupid shit. He's fucked over for girls, like he grifts for girls that he's never gonna sleep with. If you make fun of him, he swats your dog, and then he'll fucking grift on that and try to play victim and ask for you to donate more money to him. Pretends he's some bigwig when he's not. It's just pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic. I think Ian should have won this big time.
What do you
I think
think,
you convinced
Wild
me. I was on the other side until I heard his explanation. Yeah, I mean, the thing with Ian is there's a lot of dishonesty with how he presents himself. Fucking how many years ago was it that he was saying he was an honorary National Socialist or some shit? Like, I forget exactly how he said it, but just everything about him is fake and entirely made up just to attract more people to throw money at his worthless ass.
Yeah, I mean, look at his Twitter. I mean, he tries to tweet at people who are real big, and he'll write some like, or he'll always tag some real big article as if he's some fucking big time somebody who wrote it. You know, it reminds me of those. It reminds me of those old journalists from like Gawker when that still existed. I can't remember their names right now. But those fucking people, same type of shit, same dumb shit. You know, at least with Dick, you know, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. When he had his new Project 2 shit, he kept it straight to himself, and he even claimed at the end of the time, you know, end of the day, he was like, I did it only to make myself have a payment processor, because I couldn't get match lists or whatever it was, you know, for his fucking job. All right, so it's a completely different type of grift, and I just see Ian being the way worse.
Okay. The thing about Ian is I really don't know a whole lot about him, so I'm just kind of taking your guys' word for it. But I know he flashbanged Andy's dog, and he's some sort of weird. I don't know what the fuck. Anyway, final matchup was the stiffest and most intense matchup. Once again, Nick Rekieta was up against it. I mean, he was up against Owen Benjamin in the first round. By the skin of his teeth, he defeated Owen Benjamin's grift. This time he was up against Anita Sarkeesian. And Anita gave him a fucking run for his money. Even an hour before the poll closing, Anita was ahead. But the Rekieta A-Log squad fucking pushed him over the top with a last-ditch effort. And he won 51.3 to 48.7 over Anita Sarkeesian.
What a joke. That's such bullshit. Look, people just don't remember a lot of this shit. Anita Sarkeesian would charge for security for no reason and make the school students pay for it. Then she wouldn't even do the fucking thing in the first place. Then she'll cry victim and go ask for more money. She grifted her ass all the way to the UN and then back to the United States to claim more shit. She made a fake Twitter account during the Gamergate shit in order to give herself clout that she was being harassed. And people gave her, what was it, almost $1 million? And the majority of it was wasted and blown away. She made you all pay $30,000 for her to make a Discord account, and people fucking paid it. I'm sorry.
That's the one that's crazy. The
I'm
Discord
sorry.
account.
Rackets is a grifter, but he's new to the game, boys. You can't just put him up to the OG, the old head, and think that he should be coming out on top. Y'all were fucking wrong. The people who voted for Nick Rackets, y'all are fucking faggots. You're all idiots. You're F-slurs. You're all idiots.
At the end of the day, man, it doesn't matter what the facts are, because what the facts say is that Nick Rekieta won. So Nick Rekieta is officially the biggest grifter between him and Anita Sarkeesian.
I guess. It is. It must be them Zoomers, man. I'm a boomer when it comes to this shit.
Perception of the audience is, I think it's a bit of recency bias. A lot of people who are following it now are aware of Rekieta. They're not really aware of Anita, and we have to remember that Anita has really fallen off in the last couple years, to the point where she's totally irrelevant and is struggling to keep herself afloat. So we have to remember that. And so her grift, ultimately, though it was a rich grift for a while, she's pretty much squandered it and now doesn't matter as much. Whereas Rekieta's grift is still going really strong. You have to send him $20 for him to read your super chat, all this shit. So I don't know. He really grifted the anime fans, and like they're sycophantic and they suck his penis.
Yeah, I mean, heard that he did that. I didn't know much about that. I he might be worse nowadays, but I didn't think anything like that either.
You know, one thing that does frustrate me about the anime lawsuit, though, is to this day they're still saying it wasn't a loss. It's not a, They didn't
Really?
lose that lawsuit. Yeah, even though they're pushing it through appeals. But the Patreon lawsuit with Owen Benjamin, even though it's just gone through arbitration, the lawsuit's over. Go woke, get woke, go broke. Patreon finished. You know what I mean? Like the same people that'll tell you that no, Vic didn't lose his lawsuit, are the same people that are trying to tell you about a lawsuit that just fucking started. It's over in the first goddamn round.
Huh.
Insanity.
I never even knew that. See, I never followed the Comics Gate or the Anime Gate stuff, the Kick Vic stuff. So I had no idea how that went. I just know that he grifted the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
So,
And because a lot of these people really believed in Vic, you know, they still believe in him, and they, you know, oh, he's a decent guy. You know, he probably is. We're all decent guys. Well, most of us anyway. And most people are pretty decent, but I think a lot of people place their faith in wanting to see Vic. I almost called him Vic Morrow. Whatever his name is, they wanted to see him.
Agnata. Yeah.
Yeah. They wanted to see him validated or vindicated, and so they placed their faith vicariously through Nick. And so when somebody attacks Nick Rekieta, they feel that their own, you know, that he's being attacked and they're being attacked by proxy.
Okay, you sold me. All right, I take it back. I think Nick probably earned it then.
Well, you got to remember, guys, he just beat Owen Benjamin, who raised $200,000 for a cult complex called Beartaria, for fuck's sake. You know.
I still can't believe that.
Not
man.
liking the bear. What's wrong with you?
Then he took out Anita Sarkeesian. Now he's up against Dick fucking Masterson in the next round. Boys, how do you see this one going? Dick Masterson versus Nick Rekieta in the conference championship to go to the final.
I would say Nick probably wins.
I'll tell you exactly how it goes. Dick's gonna slip him $50 under the table. Says your ass goes down in round 3.
Well, this is the thing: is Rekieta on his show last night was actually saying he wants to win, and he was bragging about how he beat Owen for King Grifter. He named his show Grifting Overdrive last night. It was real. It was real.
You know, he didn't even have the common decency to write an empty book called How to Be an Internet Grifter, and on the last page it says you just got played, sucker.
What a beauty. What a king. So I think Rekieta will probably pull out over Dick Masterson. The real question is how the other side of the bracket goes. Because right now we have Fuentes versus Brittany Venti going out right now live. The first 51 votes have been counted. Right now it's 68.6% for Nick Fuentes to 31.4% for Brittany Venti. So it's looking like you guys might be right that Fuentes is going to advance, and I might be wrong. But the Venti haters might come in the morning or the afternoon and sway it for her. What do you guys think? If Fuentes goes through and it's Fuentes versus Ethan Ralph, how's that matchup going to go, guys?
If it's Fuentes versus Ralph?
Yeah.
That's a tough one, man. I don't know. I would say Fuentes. I just think that Fuentes is going to be top 2. He's got way too much momentum not to be top 2 in the grift category. Everything that he does, he's so successful at the grift, and he rides it into the ground.
We can't forget that Nick Fuentes is much, much taller than Ethan Ralph, and so that's going to play into this. People trust taller people, and for once, Nick Fuentes is the taller person in the equation. So I think that's going to finally pull him through the finish line.
But when we consider the bigger grifter, Ralph really is bigger in width than Fuentes is in height. So it's a tough fucking call. I mean, if we're going by who's a more successful grifter in terms of making money and fooling people into thinking they're legitimate, of course Fuentes is going to crush Ethan Ralph. But if we're going by the literal definition of who is the biggest, the fattest grifter, it would be Ralph. I still don't know. Fuentes is going to have a tough time against Ralph because a lot of my fans are A-logs of Ralph, and they're going to vote for him no matter what. But I foresee it being, I think Nick Rekieta and Ethan Ralph is the final. I think it'll either be Rekieta versus Ralph or Rekieta versus Fuentes now. And between those guys, it's going to be fucking intense. Who's your guys' pick to take it all right now, and we'll end the show?
Fuentes.
Nick Fuentes.
Wow. I think that Nick Rekieta is going to win it all. I mean, when you consider the strength of schedule that he's faced up against Owen and Anita and won, if he gets through Dick, he's going to sweep the fucking finals with like 90% of the vote. But that's just me. I think the Ricada A-logs or the Ricada haters really rallied today. Like Anita led for a large portion of the day. And then people were commenting on it saying like, no, like you need to vote for Rackets now. And they organized and they pushed him over the top. So I don't see it how it ends any other way than Ricada winning the biggest grifter.
Really?
But you guys have Fuente. We'll see. All right. Does anybody have any closing statements? Brian, do you have anything you wanted to contribute before we left the air?
Yeah, I just hope everybody had a good night, and this was a lot of fun. And sorry for the fuck-ups on OBS from time to time.
Same question to you, Wild Smile. What's your closing statement? Anything you want to impart to the audience? Where can they watch you? All that shit.
Well, I guess in closing arguments, fuck everybody. Mostly everyone's pretty lame. Just regular ass people that you talk to that treat you with respect. Those are the cool ass motherfuckers. So, present company, of course, you guys are all cool. Thank you for having me here. Instead of shilling myself, I'll do it a little bit. So you can find my podcast on Spotify. But while I was looking for my own Spotify podcast, I happened to discover that This Week in Nectar is available on Spotify. So for all of those that would like to listen to the show with touched up audio, all of the gaps, the dead air cut out, all of the audio balanced and condensed, it is all trimmed up and available on Spotify with new episodes apparently to come. They've already got 6 episodes up.
Really?
This Week in Nectar's on Spotify.
It's amazing.
How did you guys get on Spotify? Ralph, what?
Even better, their episode with Randbot is up there, and that was the one I was listening to earlier.
Holy shit!
Yeah, so that's gonna be fun.
Did you set that up, PPP? Who set that up?
I have no idea who set it up. It might have been Godwinson, but I haven't heard from him in a little while. What I just wanted to say, guys, I wanted to thank you both for being on the show. I wanted to thank all our guests tonight for being on. I wanted to thank the audience for sticking with us. The way I look at this show is it's kind of like the circus. I want there to be something for everybody. And so we had like the serious dissection of Ethan Ralph, the deep dive. We had the Grifter Championship for people who like that. But we also had like the dumpster fire, train wreck fucking segments with the debate, with the whole like pedophile FBI raid. I really liked this show. I thought it was a pretty fun show. Some people won't like it, but some people will like it. There's something, I think, in this show for everybody in the audience, and that's what we were aiming for tonight, and I think we accomplished it. I want to thank everybody who was a part of it, and you guys have a great night. Juice!
You faggot motherfucker, how are you doing? The conspiracy is true. Your gun shielding is disgusting.
All right, are we off?
This is punishment from God. This is righteous.